tóbi tó. Aṣíwájú la mọ̀ wá sí ní gbogbo àgbáyé ọmọ Odùduwà kí ló wá dé o. Ọmọ aláṣọ tó wá wá kísà, ọmọ ẹlẹ́ran tó tún wá ń jẹ. Ẹ̀wọ̀n ọmọ onílé tó ń sùn tàbí ẹ̀rù, àsìkò ti tó a ò fẹ́ mọ́ o. Ẹja lọ́rọ̀ kan lẹ́nu káṣọ ń gbogbo papọ̀ ká má ṣe ra wa lọ́mọ ìyá Haúsá. Ìṣọ̀kan Yorùbá, òmìnira Yorùbá, ọwọ́ èmi àti ẹ̀ṣà ló wà. Ìṣọ̀kan Yorùbá, òmìnira Yorùbá, ló jẹ wá lógún àsìkò ti tó. Ìṣọ̀kan Yorùbá, òmìnira Yorùbá, ló jẹ wá lógún àsìkò ti tó. Àìrìnpọ̀ ọmọ ejò ló ń jẹ ejò níyà ló ń fi ikú pa wọ́n òbí o. Tọ́ka bá ṣíwájú o, tèrè tẹ̀lé tí paramọ́lẹ̀ tó tún bá tẹ̀.
Ẹ ti bọ́ sójú ẹ̀. Omoboriowo Media, ìkànnì tó kún fọ́pọ́ pẹ̀lú òye. Omoboriowo Media, àròjinlẹ̀ ìkànnì. Omoboriowo Media, tó ń ti gbáǹkọ́gbì ọ̀rọ̀ tó ń ta ní jí. Omoboriowo Media, fáwọn ètò àgbọ́fikọ́gbọ́n. Omoboriowo Media, ètò ọrọ̀ ajé. Omoboriowo Media, àṣà àti ìṣe Yorùbá pọ́npẹ́lẹ́. Omoboriowo Media, orin ilẹ̀ wa. Omoboriowo Media, eré ìgbàlódé. Omoboriowo Media, iṣẹ́ àgbẹ̀. Omoboriowo Media, ètò ọ̀gbìn. Omoboriowo Media, àti eré ayò. Omoboriowo Media, bó sì lálẹ́. Omoboriowo Media, bó jẹ́ lọ́sàn-án. Omoboriowo Media, ìyálẹ̀ta tàbí nídàájí. Omoboriowo Media, àti ọmọdé àti àgbà tó bá ti jòyè. Gbogbo oníṣẹ́ owó àti akọ̀wé, ọmọ ẹ̀kọ́ṣẹ́ àti ọmọ ilé-ìwé tó fẹ́ mọ̀ tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ káàkiri àgbáńlá ayé. Ẹ máa wo Omoboriowo Media. Omoboriowo Media, Omoboriowo Media, ẹ máa wò ó, 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 ẹ máa wo Omoboriowo Media. Fún ẹ̀kúnrẹ́rẹ́ àlàyé síwájú sí tàbí tẹ́ ẹ bá ní nǹkan tẹ́ ẹ fẹ́ ká bá yín polówó, ẹ lè kàn sí wa látòrí +971 503 430 843 tàbí +234 803 438 5089. Omoboriowo Media, ìkànnì tó dúró tán fáṣeyọrí ọmọ Yorùbá pátápátá.
Go dey do gburu, your body dey hot like say one pour water with cold and flu. Na every minute you dey piss with hand fan for hand because say the place go just dey pepper you anytime you piss finish with the smell wey no dey palatable at all. Blood dey for your piss, abi e go just dey do you like say worm dey catwalk for your stomach. You don spend money to treat all these things and e be like say you no hear word. Na because say you never use
Dixie More.
Na herbal and natural products wey get NAFDAC approval to wash every infection wey no dey allow you rest comot for your body once and for all. E never finish.
Dixie
Go dey do gburu, your body dey hot like say one pour.
Ọpẹ́ àti ìyìn wa fún lọ́jọ́ tòní torí pé òun nìkan lọ́ba tèmi àti yín tí a mọ̀ tí ń jẹ́ ọba tí ń gbọ́ àdúrà ẹ̀dá. A tún ti dé bí ìṣe wa lọ́jọ́ tòní, àkí ọmọdé, àkí àgbàlagbà, àkí ọkùnrin, àkí obìnrin. àkí onílé àkí àlejò pé ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí ètò wa fún ti tòní ẹ̀yẹn wa à ń polówó Gismon ẹ̀rí Gismon rèé ẹ̀rí amú ara ta kébékébé Gismon ní NAFDAC number rẹ̀ gẹ́gẹ́ báyìí òun náà ni fún ẹnikẹ́ni tí ó bá fẹ́ ra Gismon wò ní kò sí ara tí oògùn yìí tí ò kí dá ohun tí a mọ̀ sí ewé àti egbò tiwa nílẹ̀ Yorùbá òun náà ni àwọn tí wọ́n ṣe òun náà ni wọ́n fi ṣe Gismon ní kò sí gbogbo àtọkùnrin àtobìnrin òun náà ni ó wúlò fún ẹnikẹ́ni tó bá nílò ẹ̀ ní orílẹ̀-èdè United Arab Emirates ẹ̀ka sí wa yóò sì dé ọ̀dọ̀ yín ní kàmákàmá àní tó pọ̀ nílẹ̀ tí mo kí Àkàlàmàgbò fún wọn káàbọ̀ sórí program wa fún ti àárọ̀ yìí ẹ ṣé gan ni bá wa ṣe ètò yìí lónìí apálá ètò yìí a pè ní wasted effort àná à ń ṣe program yìí lọ tí mo pè ní àlàyé ṣùgbọ́n network ni ò jẹ́ kí aráyé lè ṣe dáadáa so the repeated díẹ̀ náà lórí ipò náà látún mú wá lónìí àmọ́ a kàn á dáhùn kankan láṣẹ pé ní wasted effort ẹ̀rí kí ni tá à ń pè ní wasted effort ó náà ní ibikíbi tí èèyàn bá ń gbìyànjú wípé nǹkan gbọ́dọ̀ dá tí onítọ̀hún tó wá ń ṣe wàhálà pé kíní gbọ́dọ̀ dáṣẹ́ ṣùgbọ́n àtúbọ̀tán àti ìgbẹ̀yìn kíní yóò wá padà wá dá gbogbo ipá àti agbára tí onítọ̀hún padà wá sà pàbó asán ló padà wá já sí gbogbo tí onítọ̀hún tó padà wá lò gẹ́gẹ́ bí tí ẹ̀dá gbọ́dọ̀ lò láti rí pé kíní yìí bọ́ sí gbogbo tí ẹ̀dá gbọ́dọ̀ láti pé àníṣe gbogbo tóun ṣe yìí òun gbọ́dọ̀ rí pé kó wá sí ìmúṣẹ ṣùgbọ́n asán lórí asán òfo lórí òfo òun náà ni ó padà wá dá sí gẹ́gẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ òun náà lóde Nàìjíríà gẹ́gẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ ló ṣe jẹ́ gbogbo wọn tó bá sọ pé o fẹ́ kí èdè Nàìjíríà o fẹ́ kó dáa bí ẹni tí o kàn ń ṣe wàhálà asán lórí asán ni bí ẹni tí o kàn ń dààmú tó ń ṣe làálàkókò fẹ́fẹ́ asán lórí asán ni gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ rò pé Nàìjíríà ó dáa bí ẹni tẹ́ ń ṣe wàhálà ni màá mú àwọn ẹ̀rí kan wá fún wa lónìí lélẹ́yìí tó dájú wípé Nàìjíríà the Nigerian battery is dead and it can never be recharged. Another topic the Nigerian battery is dead completely and it can never be recharged. Àwọn kan gbìyànjú láti recharge ẹ̀ like person of Obasanjo because tí ẹ ò bá lọ wo kí ẹ lọ wádìí history a ò ní mọ̀ pé bàbá yìí gbìyànjú àti pé kí Nàìjíríà lè dá but the aspect ni pé he neglect the Yoruba people he follow the Hausa and Igbo but unfortunately Obasanjo did well for Nigeria he mean well for Nigeria Obasanjo mean well for Nigerian unity but it can never work because àwọn tí wọ́n dá Nàìjíríà gan tí wọ́n gbé Nàìjíríà wá gan àwọn tí jẹ́ pé Nàìjíríà ń bẹ lọ́wọ́ wọn they already told us that Nigeria can never be good àwọn tí Nàìjíríà tí wọ́n sojú wọn bí Ọbáfẹ́mi Awólọ́wọ̀ bí Nnamdi Azikiwe bí Tafawa Balewa they already make a statement that Nigeria can never be good but Obasanjo try to do it now màá wá padà lọ sí orí statement tí àwọn méjèèjì yìí àwọn tí wọ́n fẹ́ kí Nàìjíríà dá yìí wọ́n made the statement tí wọ́n made pé kí Nàìjíríà lè dá màá wá padà lọ sórí ẹ wà lọ gbọ́ wípé ṣé àwọn wọ̀nyí pẹ̀lú statement tí wọ́n made yìí tí Nàìjíríà ò sì dá ṣé ẹnìkan ló fẹ́ ṣe tó fẹ́ dá ta ló ń tọ̀hún níbo ni wọ́n ti bí ó ń tọ̀hún ọmọ ìlú bo ló ń tọ̀hún ọmọ onídìí bo ló ń tọ̀hún níbo ló ń tọ̀hún ti wá ta ni ìyá ẹ̀ ta ni bàbá ẹ̀ ta lẹ̀gbọ́n ẹ̀ ta làbúrò ẹ̀ ta lẹbí ẹ̀ ta lára ẹ̀ níbo ló ti ṣe tiẹ̀ ta ló bá ṣe níbo ló ti kàn án it can never work because àwọn tí wọ́n dá gan àwọn tí wọ́n wà ń bẹ̀ nígbà tá à ń gba independent they said it clearly pé Nàìjíríà ò lè dá then màá wá padà sórí effort Ọbásanjọ́ lórí kí Nàìjíríà lè dá but kí n tó sọ ẹ jẹ́ kí n sáré ka àwọn article àmọ́ ẹ̀ta ó yẹ kí n display ẹni but I will not display today I will display it in some of my video but màá kàn sáré ka lónìí ni Awolowo said something in 1947 he said Nigerian it is not a nation. Can you imagine? Awolowo said Nigeria it is not a nation. who said it's a mere geographical expression. There are no Nigerians in the same sense. Can you imagine? There are no Nigerian in the same sense. Let's understand this thing clearly. There are no Nigerian in the same sense. There are no Nigerian in the same sense as they are English, British, or French. The word Nigerian is merely a distinctive appellation to distinguish those who believe within the boundaries of Nigeria and those who do not believe within the boundary of Nigeria. Then tell me, why are we still want to be a one Nigerian when we are no Nigerian on the same sense? That is number one. From a man who fought for the Nigerian independence. Another man said his own from the northeast side, which is Nnamdi Azikiwe, even though his own was a little bit conquer than Awolowo. What did he say? He said, it's a better for us and many ideas abroad that we should disintegrate in peace. We should disintegrate in peace, not in pieces. Should the politician and one olóṣèlú, should the politician fail to hear this warning, then I would naturally the prediction that the experience of the Democratic Republic of Congo will be a child play if ever it comes to our turn to play such a strategic role. Nnamdi Azikiwe said this in 1964, 4 years after independence. What are we talking about? Those are the people who know the genesis of Nigeria said we are not together. Then, apart from that, let's go to Yahusa. Abubakar Tafawa Balewa said his own. He said the new nation called Nigerian, that is Ahmadu Bello. I will come back to his dad. Let me just go back to Abubakar. He said, since 1914, the British government have been trying to make Nigeria into a one country. But Nigerian people themselves, can you imagine? Nigerian people themselves, and look at it, are historically different in their backgrounds. We are historically different in our background, in their religions, belief, and custom, and do not show themselves any sign of willingness to unite. We are not showing ourselves any sign of willingness to unite. Then why are we forcing us when we are not showing ourselves any sign of willingness to unite? It is clearly that both of us understand that both Igbo and Hausa, we don't show ourselves any sign of willingness. As Ahmadu Bello, as Tafawa Balewa said, that we don't show ourselves any sign of willingness to unite. This is clearly information that every one of us need to understand. But fear how fi hàn síra wa pé a nífẹ̀ẹ́ ara wa, kò sí pé a nífẹ̀ẹ́ ara wa ò sí ń bẹ̀. We are not showing any sign of willingness to unite, and then we can never be united, whether you like it or not, because I will show any sign of willingness to unite. Then nígbà tá a ti show any sign of willingness to unite, as according to Tafawa Balewa, who said that since 1914 the British government has been trying to make Nigeria into a one country, but the Nigerian people themselves are historically different in culture, in agriculture, in everything, in food, in tradition, in everything. We are different, we are historically different. History tèmi ó yàtọ̀ sí history ti Igbo, history ti Igbo ó yàtọ̀ sí history ti Hausa. Èmi á sọ Yorùbá, Hausa sọ Igbo, wọ́n á sọ Igbo wọn, Hausa náà sọ Hausa wọn. I don't understand Igbo, mi ò gbọ́ Hausa, mi ò gbọ́ Igbo. Why tẹ́sí máa lọ dà wá papọ̀? Because àmọ́ Tafa Balewa sọ pé àníṣe o dídàpọ̀ orílẹ̀-èdè mẹ́ta tẹ̀ dàpọ̀ yìí fún àǹfààní àwọn British ni, kì í ṣe fún àǹfààní Nàìjíríà gẹ́gẹ́ fún alára wọn. Ó ní nítorí wípé àwa gẹ́gẹ́ fún alára wa o ayàtọ̀ ajẹ́yàtọ̀ yàtọ̀ ní èdè, ní àṣà, ní ìwà, ní religion, ní gbogbo ọ̀nà, ní ẹ̀sìn. Ó ń lágbá yàtọ̀ síra wa. Then why are we forcing ourselves? You are forcing us. And then why? That is the question. Then he said, in custom, and do not show themselves any signs of willingness to unite. We are not showing ourselves any sign of willingness to unite. Stop deceiving us. We are not one. We are divided in pieces. Already, we are not showing ourselves any sign of willingness to unite. Then why are we forcing us together? Only Nigerian unity. It is only a British invention. Nigerian unity. It is only a British invention. We are not together. Tafa Balewa said it in 1948. The Nigerian unity, it is just for the British invention, not for we as a Nigerian. Kì í ṣe ìfẹ́ tinú wa òun ni pé a fẹ́ papọ̀ ní Nàìjíríà. Kì í ṣe ìfẹ́ tinú wa òun ni pé a fẹ́ jẹ́ ẹyọkan ní Nàìjíríà. Kì í ṣe ìfẹ́ tinú wa òun ni wípé àníṣe ẹ gbọ́dọ̀ ṣe wá lẹ́yọkan. Kì í ṣe ìfẹ́ tinú wa ni pé ẹ gbọ́dọ̀ dà wá papọ̀ àṣẹyọkan. Kì í ṣe ìfẹ́ tinú wa a ò mọ̀ sí a lọ́wọ́ ń bẹ̀ a bá wọn sọ. Kì í ṣe ìfẹ́ tinú wa àwọn kìíní ìdẹ́ ní nígbà tẹ́ dà wá pọ̀ yìí ẹ fún ní expiring date 100 years, that's a 1st century. Ó dẹ̀ ti pé láti 2014 kí la tún dúró ṣe, kí ni tá à ń wá, kí ni tá à ń mú, kí ni tá ẹ fẹ́ tà wá láàmú fún. Ẹ dẹ̀ sì dúró ẹ̀yin olóṣèlú yìí, ẹ dẹ̀ dúró dandandandan pé Nàìjíríà ṣáà gbọ́dọ̀ wà together. Ẹ sì dúró pé a gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ ọ̀kan, ẹ sì dúró pé ẹ gbọ́dọ̀ ṣe wá lọ́kan. Kí ló dé kí lára ń gbá yín? Yorùbá làwọn ò ṣe mọ́, Ìgbò làwọn ò ṣe mọ́, àwọn ń lọ Biafra làwọn ń lọ. Why can't you leave us to go? Is it by force to be one Nigeria? My question is this. It is by force to be one Nigeria. Ṣé bí Yorùbá ní a kì í sú ẹran mọ́ran kí kankan eléyìí ti fẹ́ kàn pa eléyìí ó fẹ́ kàn jù ó fẹ́ kàn olójẹ́ kí taf olójẹ́ kí Nnamdi Azikiwe yóò sọ wípé mo máa ń sọ fún yín ẹ̀yin wèrè yìí, mo ń sọ fún yín ẹ̀yin dìdìrì yìí, mo ń sọ fún yín ẹ̀yin òpònú yìí wípé tí ó padà wá ṣẹlẹ̀, mo ń sọ fún yín ẹlẹ́ẹ̀ní gbọ́ dìdìrì wèrè ara yín ẹ̀yin olóṣèlú yìí ẹlẹ́ẹ̀ní gbọ́ ọ̀nà tí wàá sọ. Nnamdi Azikiwe wá sọ gbólóhùn ọ̀rọ̀ ó fi gbólóhùn ọ̀rọ̀ ránṣẹ́ ó náà sọ tiẹ̀ pé tẹ́ ẹ bá kọ̀ tẹ́ ẹ jẹ́ kí àwọn tí wọn ò nífẹ̀ẹ́ ara wọn yìí àwọn tí wọn ò fẹ́ ara wọn dénú yìí tẹ́ ẹ jẹ́ kí wọ́n lọ lọ́tọ̀ọ̀tọ̀ ó ní tí ó padà wá ṣẹlẹ̀ rí o it give warning ó ní it is better ẹ gbọ́ bó ṣe wí ó ní it is better ó ní ó dá kẹ́ Yorùbá ní tàti wéré báyìí ní tìkúté lé àsùnparajà báyìí ní ti gé àdà gbólóńgì ní bá dorí kodò àrílé àròkọ àwọn ọmọ yìí ó ti dorí kodò Nnamdi Azikiwe ó dorí kodò ó wá rílé oroko Nnamdi Azikiwe ó dorí kodò ó wá rí ilé ó rí oko ó ní it is better for us and many adherers abroad that we should disintegrate in peace not in pieces. Ẹgbẹ́ o àtẹ̀yìntẹ́ ń bẹ lókè òkun o ẹ jẹ́ ká pín lẹ́rọ̀ ẹ jẹ́ ká pín pẹ̀lú ìfẹ́ ẹ jẹ́ ká pín pẹ̀lú ìdùnnú ẹ jẹ́ ká pín pẹ̀lú ìfọ̀kànbalẹ̀ ẹ má jẹ́ ká pín pẹ̀lú wàhálà àtogun o ó ní ẹ má jẹ́ ká pín pẹ̀lú kíni o pẹ̀lú wàhálà àti ogun ó nítorí tẹ́ ẹ bá jẹ́ ká pín pẹ̀lú wàhálà àti ogun my battery is low ó ní tẹ́ ẹ bá jẹ́ ká pín pẹ̀lú wàhálà àti ogun ó ní wàhálà ó dé o ó ní wàhálà ó dé kí ni yóò sọ pé yóò dé ó ní wàhálà ó ní yóò dé ó ní tí wàhálà rẹ̀ bá sì dé ó ní agbára yín ò ní ká ó ní tí wàhálà rẹ̀ bá dé ó ní kí ni o ó ní agbára yín ò ní ká ó ní ẹ má jẹ́ ká pín, ó ní ẹ má jẹ́. ẹ̀yin wa ẹ má bínú sí mi ẹ dákun ẹ jọ̀ọ́ bátìrì yẹn lò ní mo ní láti sáré tún dá padà síbẹ̀ kọ́lọ̀ ń jẹ́ kó gba mo ti gbàgbé pátápátá pé mi ò ti bátìrì yẹn bọ inú iná ṣe ẹ má bínú lọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ ẹ jẹ́ ká tẹ̀síwájú kára máa bá lọ báyìí àti fi náà sí. ó tẹ̀síwájú ó ní wípé ó ní tí ẹ bá ṣọ́ra ó ní tẹ́ ẹ bá kọ̀ tẹ́ ẹ gbọ́ Nnamdi Azikiwe sọ̀rọ̀ Nnamdi Azikiwe kí ló wí o ó sọ̀rọ̀ Nnamdi Azikiwe fohùn kalẹ̀ ó fohùn ránṣẹ́ ó ní ẹ̀yin wèrè yìí ẹ̀yin òpònú yẹn yín dìdìrì yìí ó ní èmi Nnamdi Azikiwe ó ní ojú mi tó lé ojú mi tó kó ó ní olóńgìní ni mí tí mo bá dorí kodò màá rí lé màá róko ó ní ẹ̀yin aṣiwèrè ẹ̀yin dìdìrì olóṣèlú yìí ó ní ẹ gbọ́rọ̀ Olúwa ó ní torí pé tẹ́ ẹ bá gbọ́ ẹ ń ṣera yín ni ó wá tẹ̀síwájú ó ní òun Nnamdi Azikiwe o ó ní ẹwà wọn dìdìrì ẹwà wèrè ó ní kí ni o ó ní ẹ gbọ́ ó ní it is better for us and many adherers abroad that we should disintegrate in peace not in pieces ó ní ẹgbẹ́ ẹ̀yin ènìyàn mi ẹ jẹ́ ká pín pẹ̀lú ìfẹ́ kì bá ti dà ẹ já pín pẹ̀lú ìfẹ́ ẹ já pín pẹ̀lú ìdùnnú ẹ já pín pẹ̀lú ayọ̀ ẹ já pín pẹ̀lú àlàáfíà ẹ já pín pẹ̀lú ògo ẹ já pín pẹ̀lú ọrọ̀ ẹ jẹ́ pín nípìn tó jẹ́ wípé tá a bá pín tán á lè jọ jẹ́ olólùfẹ́ ara wa sí nẹ́gbọ́nẹ́gbọ́rẹ́ ara wa ó ní ẹ jẹ́ pín pẹ̀lú tó jẹ́ pé tá a bá pín tán á lè jọ yára wa lówó tá a bá pín tán á lè jọ ní ti a mọ̀ sí collateral unity wípé ókè o láàrin Ìgbò láàrin Haúsá láàrin àyìnbó àti visa free you can just enter anyhow ó ní ẹjẹ́ pín in peace ó ní not in pieces ó wọ́n wá Nnamdi Azikiwe sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ torí pé àwọn wọ̀nyí mọ omi tí wọ́n fi dá Nàìjíríà ó ní ẹjẹ́ pín pẹ̀lú ìfẹ́ ẹjẹ́ pín pẹ̀lú ayọ̀ ẹjẹ́ pín pẹ̀lú ìdùnnú ẹjẹ́ pín pẹ̀lú ògo ẹ má jẹ́ pín pẹ̀lú wàhálà Nnamdi Azikiwe keep warning keep warning keep warning keep warning ó wá tẹ̀síwájú náà rẹ̀ ó ní show the politicians because he knows that the politician will be our major problem. That exactly what is happening today. Nígbà tí wèrè kan tó pè rẹ̀ ní Tajudeen kìíní kan tó pè rẹ̀ ní speaker house tó lọ rẹ́sì bíìlì wípé ẹnikẹ́ni tó bá béèrè fún ẹ̀tọ́ ẹ̀ ẹnikẹ́ni tó bá béèrè fún self determination 25 years in prison or cost 10 million. Why that? Nigerian, it is part of ECOWAS. Nigeria is part of international body where self-determination is eligible human right. How come? Even though in Nigerian constitution, self-determination is a human right. Then you now said, and to bati bere fun o ma lọ sẹ́wọ̀n eri pé ó pònú. Ó wá wonu yo, ó ní should. Ó ní ẹ̀yin politician yìí, ó ní should the politician fail to hear this warning ó ní tẹ́ ẹ bá fail láti gbọ́ warning yìí, tẹ́ ẹ bá fail láti gbọ́ warning yìí, ó ní then I will nurture the prediction. Ó ní màá sọ ohun tí yóò ṣẹlẹ̀ fún yín, màá nurture prediction, màá sọ ohun tí yóò padà wá ṣẹlẹ̀ sí ìgbésí ayé yín, màá sọ ohun tí yóò padà wá ṣẹlẹ̀ sí yín, màá sọ àsọtẹ́lẹ̀ aburú sínú ayé yín, màá sọ àsọtẹ́lẹ̀ tí yóò padà wá jẹ́ àtúbọ̀tán yín, màá sọ àsọtẹ́lẹ̀ ohun tẹ́ padà wá rí as a means of regret in your life. Ó ní I will nurture prediction, màá predict tó ṣẹlẹ̀ sí Nàìjíríà. Kí ló wá sọ? Ẹ wá wo prediction ẹ̀. Ó ní that the experience of the Democratic Republic of Congo, ó ní ẹ wo ohun tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ní Democratic Republic of Congo, ohun tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ń bẹ̀, ó ní kí ni yóò jẹ́ o, ó ní erémọdé ni yóò jẹ́ sí tí ó padà wá ṣẹlẹ̀ sí Nàìjíríà tí irú ẹ̀ bá wáyé tó bá ṣẹlẹ̀. Ó ní the experience in the Democratic Republic of Congo will be a child play if ever it comes to our turn to play such strategy role. Tó bá kàn wá láti play irú àwọn àgbáyamuyamu ìbànújẹ́ ró bẹ́ẹ̀, ó ní child play ni ó jẹ́. Ṣé ẹ máa ń pè ní child play? Ẹ pọn tara yín, ó ní inú máa jẹ́. Ṣé àwọn wọ̀nyí ṣé wọn ò rí ni? Ṣé wọn ò mọ̀ ni? Nnamdi Azikiwe sọ wípé tí ẹ bá jẹ́ ká lọ ní peace, tẹ́ ẹ bá jẹ́ ká lọ in peace, tẹ́ ẹ gba ìfẹ́ àlàáfíà láàyè ká lọ, tẹ́ ẹ gba ìṣọ̀kan láàyè, tẹ́ ẹ gba ìṣọ̀kan láàyè ká lọ, tí ọkàn yín dí, tí ẹ̀mí yín dí, tí iye yín dí, tí ọpọlọ yín dí, tí inú yín pò, tọpọlọ yín pò, tí ẹ ti fi tí jẹ́ pé owó tẹ́ ń rí ní gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì ò jẹ́ gbádùn, ayé yín dàrú, ayé yín polúkúrú musu, ìwà àbàjẹ́ ilẹ̀ gbódò. Ó ní tẹ́ ẹ bá jẹ́ káwọn wọn yìí ó máa lọ, tẹ́ ẹ yọ̀dá wọn, tẹ́ ẹ rìlíìsì wọn, tẹ́ ẹ jẹ́ kí wọ́n lọ láyọ̀ àti àlàáfíà, ó ní ajẹ́ wípé wọ́n á padà wá pín in pieces pẹ̀lú ogun, pẹ̀lú wàhálà, pẹ̀lú jàngbọ̀n, pẹ̀lú àìríjẹ, pẹ̀lú àìrímu, àìríná, àìrílò, ìfipábánilòpọ̀, ìjàgbùjú, olè, á padà wá pín pẹ̀lú wàhálà àti ìbànújẹ́ ni. Nítorí pé ohun tó yẹ ká pín lẹ́rọ̀, ká jókòó in round table, kí owó jọ pín lẹ́rọ̀, ká jọ lọ lẹ́rọ̀, ká jọ gbà pé kíní yìí, it is just a common call for every one of us to separate. The British that join us together is just for their own benefit, and then now we have spent 100 years by joining together, and then we didn't gain anything. 100 years without nothing, 100 years without food, 100 years without a good road, 100 years without a good health facility, 100 years without a better education system, 100 years without a better facility, 100 years without a good welfare facilities, 100 years with nothing, 100 years with bribe and corruption, 100 years with embezzle our money for nothing, for useless people, 100 years with abduction, with kidnapping, ransom, 100 years Boko Haram, 100 years herdsmen, 100 years nothing, 100 years ritual and ritual and ritual and ritual everywhere, 100 years with nothing, 100 years wasted for nothing. If it is a man who wastes 100 years of his own life for nothing, then that man is a wasted effort. That is today's topic. I call it a wasted effort. If you still believe in one Nigerian, that is me, you are a wasted effort. If you still think that Nigerian, it is still your country, you are just a wasted effort. That is me, you are wasted effort. We need to go. It is very compulsory that we must go. And this Nnamdi Azikiwe have said it. If our politicians fail to hear this warning, I will nurture prediction that the experience of Democratic Republic of Congo will be a child play if ever come to our turns to play a such strategic role. That is from Nnamdi Azikiwe. Àwọn wọ̀nyí wọ́n mọ̀ tí wọ́n sọ. Wọ́n sọ ọ̀rọ̀ Nàìjíríà. Wọ́n tún fìdí ẹ̀ palẹ̀ pé ẹ jẹ́ ká máa lọ lọ́tọ̀ọ̀tọ̀, ẹ jẹ́ ká pín, ẹ jẹ́ ká lọ. Kí lẹ ń dá wa láàmú sí? Kí lẹ ń dá wa dúró sí? Kí ni tẹ́ ẹ fẹ́ gbà nínú kẹ́ ẹ so wá pọ̀ báyìí? Àwa sọ pé àwa ò dúró tì yín mọ́, aná ò bá yín ṣe mọ́. àní ẹ̀jẹ̀ á máa lọ lọ́tọ̀ọ̀tọ̀ ẹ tú wá lẹ̀ ẹ yọ̀ǹda wá ẹ kọ̀ ẹ gbọ́ dandan láì náà ẹ fẹ́ so wá pọ̀ pẹ̀lú ohun tí ò tọ́ pẹ̀lú ohun tá a jọjọ mọ̀ ẹ fẹ́ so wá pọ̀ pẹ̀lú ohun tí ó kàn wá ẹ fẹ́ dà pọ̀ pẹ̀lú ohun tí ó kàn wá òun ló jẹ́ kí Awólọ́wọ̀ náà wá fohùn sọ̀rọ̀ bàbá yìí náà tún sọ tiẹ̀ jẹ́ tún padà sọ́dọ̀ Awólọ́wọ̀ náà wí tiẹ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ ọlọ́gbọ́n làwọn wọ̀nyí Awólọ́wọ̀ náà sọ tiẹ̀ àwọn wọ̀nyí ò dákẹ́ wọ́n sọ̀rọ̀ gẹ́gẹ́ bí Ọlọ́run bá ṣe fi sí wọn lọ́kàn wọ́n ń pèdítì tí ó padà wá ṣẹlẹ̀ sí Nàìjíríà náà sì mọ̀ pé dandan ni yóò padà wá ṣẹlẹ̀ sáwọn torí pé ohun tí yóò padà wá ṣẹlẹ̀ sí Nàìjíríà ni Awólọ́wọ̀ náà ò dẹ̀yìn òun náà wí tiẹ̀ ó ní tẹ́ ẹ bá kọ̀ tẹ́ ẹ gbọ́ wípé there is nothing called Nigerian that statement is a heavy statement. Can you imagine? He said Nigerian it is not a nation. Awólọ́wọ̀ said Nigerian it is not a nation. Wà á kọ́kọ́ bí rẹ̀ wọlé rẹ̀ pé kí ló dé tí bàbá yìí sọ báyìí bàbá yìí take very impact effort kí Nàìjíríà lè gba independent then why tó sì wá sọ wípé Nigerian it is not a nation. Èèyàn tó lè ṣe wàhálà èèyàn tó lè jà èèyàn tó lè gbìyànjú láti lọ sókè òkun kó lọ bá àwọn ìyìnbó ṣe mítìn pé a gbọ́dọ̀ gba independent Nàìjíríà gbọ́dọ̀ gba òmìnira tó wá ń sọ pé Nigeria it is not a nation. Ó rí pé Yorùbá wọn ní tí ò bá nídìí obìnrin ò kì í jẹ́ ikú mólú tí ò bá nídìí Awólọ́wọ̀ ò lè sọ gbólóhùn yìí àwọn bàbá yìí ò dúró síbẹ̀ ó wá tẹ̀síwájú ó ní it is a geographical expression ní agbègbè lásán náà ni ó ní there are no Nigerians kò sí àwọn tí wọ́n ń jẹ́ Nigerians gan in the same sense ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń pe Nigeria gan there is no Nigeria in the same sense. Our mindset is different. I'm a Yoruba man. My mindset is different from a Igbo person. The Igbo man, he or her, his mindset is different from Hausa man. Hausa man, he or she, our mindset is different from Yorubas, from Igbo. We are not thinking in the same direction. We don't have the same focus. We don't have the same direction. We don't have the same goal. We don't have the same target. We don't have the same thinking. We are different. There is no Nigerians in the same sense. This thing is supposed to be clear to every one of us. There is no Nigerian in the same sense. Why are we disturbing ourselves when there is no Nigerian in the same sense? We all agree that there is no Nigerian in the same sense. Then why are we disturbing ourselves? Why are we still forcing ourselves to be one? Why are we still make ourselves to be one? Then he continues. He said, there is no Nigerians in the same sense as they are English. Bí àwọn English, bí àwọn witches, bí àwọn France, kò sí Nigeria in the same sense. Only the word Nigeria is a mere distinctive appellation to distinguish, though láti lè jẹ́ kí a mọ̀ ní o, is a mere appellation to distinguish to those who believe within the boundaries. Láti lè jẹ́ ká mọ̀ àwọn tí wọ́n nígbàgbọ́ níbi tí ààlà tó pin sí, àwọn tí wọ́n nígbàgbọ́ níbi tí ààlà wa jọ pin sí, níbi tí boundary wa jọ wà, àwọn tí wọ́n nígbàgbọ́ nínú ẹ̀ ni to distinguish between those that believe in the world within the boundaries and within the boundaries of Nigeria. Then those who do not believe within the boundary of Nigeria. Àwa tá gbàgbọ́ àti àwa tá gbàgbọ́ within the boundaries of Nigeria. Now, àwọn mẹ́tẹ̀ẹ̀ta tí a lè sọ wípé wọ́n jẹ́ ògbóǹtarìgì nínú pé Nàìjíríà fẹ́ gba òmìnira rẹ̀. Ẹ wo ọ̀rọ̀ àwọn mẹ́tẹ̀ẹ̀ta. Ǹjẹ́ ọ̀rọ̀ wọn yàtọ̀ bí? Ǹjẹ́ àwọn tí wọ́n ń sọ yìí ǹjẹ́ kò make sense bí fún ordinary common man láti gbà wípé Nigerian it is not a nation? Láti kí ni o? Láti gbà wípé Nigerian it is not a nation. It's just a mere geographical expression and appellation and then it's just a boundary between those who believe within the Nigerian, and also a boundaries between those who are not believe of Nigerian. Then who believe in Nigeria? Then who don't believe in Nigeria? Hausa believe in Nigerian because they are the one the Nigerian favor. They are the one Nigerian favor. They believe in Nigeria because Nigerian favor them. Igbo and Hausa don't believe in Nigerian because it's not favor us. We are just the one who serves the death of Hausas. We are the one feeding them. We are the one feeding them. Ọmọ aláṣọ wa ń wà kísà, ọmọ ẹlẹ́ran wa ń jẹgun, ọmọ onílé wa ń sùn lẹ́ẹ̀kan. So that is why we don't believe in Nigeria. We don't even believe that Nigeria exists. We don't. We are just believe that we are just living our common life with no country names. Because as a Nigerian, we don't have language, we don't have culture, we don't have traditions, unless we are deceiving ourselves. We don't have any identification of calling us Nigerian. We don't. But togetherness of Nigerian, it is not our aims and agenda. It is not Yibo agreement. It is not Yoruba, even though it is not Hausa agreement, but they find it that is fair for them. That is why they stand on it. That is why a stupid senator can say, or a stupid rep, or a stupid appointment officer can say, the Nigeria separation, it is not negotiable. Who does that? Who said that to you? No matter how these people keeping Nigeria at once, we will surely divide. No matter how they are keeping Nigeria as one country, we will surely divide, because tó dájú ni pé a padà pín náà ni pínpín ni ó pẹ́ pínpín ni ó padà gbẹ̀yìn wa pínpín ni ó padà gbẹ̀yìn wa ń tá padà wá pín gbẹ̀yìn tá a dẹ̀ pín sìn ohun tó yẹ kí èmi àti ẹ̀ ó dẹ̀ kọrí sílé ká máa lọ sìn tá wá ń dira wa láàmú tá ń sora wa mú tá rò pa àní pín a padà pín pínpín náà ni ó gbẹ̀yìn wa lílọ ni ó gbẹ̀yìn bọ̀ yìí a padà lọ gbogbo ilé tí wọ́n ń ṣe tí wọ́n ń dì wá mú pa àní lọ á padà lọ ọ̀nà tá a dẹ̀ fi lọ ọlọ́run ọba mọ́ ó ti ẹ wo ọ̀nà tá a fi lọ gbọ̀rọ̀gbọ̀rọ̀ báyìí ni tí Nàìjíríà ó padà pín tí ó pín yẹlẹyẹlẹ torí tó yẹ kí wọ́n pín lẹ́rọ̀ tí wọn ò fẹ́ pín lẹ́rọ̀ wọ́n padà wá pín yẹlẹyẹlẹ kò sí tá a bá wá pín tán ojú wo láàmú torí pé á padà wá pín pẹ̀lú ìjà á padà pín pẹ̀lú kí ni o pẹ̀lú ìjà pẹ̀lú tó jẹ́ pé ojú wo láàmú fi rọra wa àwa nílé sọ wípé a nífẹ̀ẹ́ kọ́ńtì ara fẹ́ wá kọ́ńtì kan ò wá ní nífẹ̀ẹ́ ara wọn mọ́ nítorí pé tó yẹ ká fi sùúrù ẹ̀rọ pẹ̀sẹ̀ tó yẹ ká fi pín wọ́n sọ di jàgídíjàgan wọ́n sọ di ìjà wọ́n sọ di wàhálà wọ́n sọ dogun wọ́n sọ dọ̀ràn wọ́n sọ di wàhálà mọ́ wa lọ́wọ́ ká dẹ̀ pín lẹ́rọ̀ ká lọ lẹ́rọ̀ eléyìí ni ìbá ti dáa jù eléyìí ni ìbá ti buyì kún wa jù eléyìí ni ìbá ti mú àlàáfíà bá wa jù nítorí pé ibẹ̀ gangan la ò bá ti rí ìdùnnú torí pé a pín pẹ̀lú ayọ̀ àti àlàáfíà ni a pín pẹ̀lú kíni o pẹ̀lú ayọ̀ àti àlàáfíà òun la fi pín. Kí wá ló wá dé tó yẹ pé àwọn Haúsá wọ́n dúró wọn láwọn ò fẹ́ lọ kí ló dé wọ́n mọ tí wọ́n ṣe wọ́n mọ tí wọ́n ṣe wọ́n mọ ọ̀nà tí wọ́n dá wọ́n mọ ipa tí wọ́n kó wọ́n mọ how this Nigerian country báwo ni wọ́n ṣe benefit níbẹ̀ báwo ló ṣe benefit wọn wọ́n mọ benefit tí wọ́n rí níbẹ̀ wọ́n mọ ohun tí wọ́n rí níbẹ̀ wọ́n mọ ohun tí wọ́n gbà níbẹ̀ ó ló jẹ́ kí Amadu Bello kó ní o sọ tiẹ̀ Amadu Bello sọ̀rọ̀ burúkú ní October 12, 1960 12 days to the independent 12 days sí independent tí wọ́n Nàìjíríà gba independent ọjọ́ kejìlá tí Nàìjíríà gba independent kẹ́nìkan dẹ̀wò sùsùsùn kó dẹ̀ lanu orí burúkú ẹ̀ kó dẹ̀ sọ̀rọ̀ bàtúbàtú báyìí kalẹ̀ ẹ rí pé nǹkan bẹ Nàìjíríà Amadu Bello ó sọ̀rọ̀ Amadu Bello ó ọ̀tà statement tó yẹ pé ó yẹ kí Nàìjíríà ó pín immediately 12 days of our independence. We got an independence in October 1st, 1960. Then Ahmadu Bello made an horrible, destructive, bad statement, arrogant statement, stupid statement, the statement that scatter everything today, the statement that ruined the Nigeria agenda today. This man made it October 12, 1960. Look at that statement. He said, and then that àwọn nǹkan wọ̀nyí ó sì ń ṣẹlẹ̀ sí wa dòní olónìí, a sì ń bá fà dòní, ó sì ń ṣàbúrú fún wa dì sí, ó sì ń kó bá wa dì sí, a sì wà lẹ́nu ẹ̀ dì sí, àti ìbọ́ lẹ́nu ẹ̀ dì sí, ìyẹ́ ẹ̀ sì ń jẹ́ wa, àwọn Haúsá sì dúró lórí ẹ̀. Now nígbà tí n bá wá ka ọ̀rọ̀ ìtàn, màá wá mú fídíò tó fi ẹ̀rí ẹ̀ lélẹ̀ pé lóòótọ́ ohun tí Ahmadu Bello sọ yìí àwọn Haúsá sì ń dúró ti di olónìí. Kí Ahmadu Bello wí? Only the new nation called Nigeria. Èèyàn wa má bá mi ṣe ètò yìí. Wasted effort. Today's topic. Wasted effort. Only the new nation called Nigerian should be an estate of our great grandfather Usman Dan Fodio. Only we must ruthlessly prevent a change of power. We must ruthlessly prevent the change of power, because these people believe that they are born with power. And a stranger came to our land and dictated for us in our land, because of the British made it for them. Because the British, a colonial master, made it happen for them, because they are not the one who own that nation, but they made it happen for them. That is why Ahmadu Bello can open his mouth and said the new nation called Nigerian should be the estate of our great grandfather Usman Dan Fodio. We must ruthlessly prevent a change of power. We must use the minority in the north. Now, they have used the minority in north. They have destroyed the north. Wọ́n ti bà yé àwọn Hausa jẹ́. Governor Sokoto Fulani, Governor Zamfara Fulani, Governor Adamawa Fulani, Governor Kano Fulani, Governor Yobe Fulani, Governor Taraba Fulani. Only Borno nìkan ni wọ́n dúró tí wọ́n jẹ́ kí Fulani rí gbà. The rest Fulani ló gbà. The rest Fulani gbà. The rest Fulani. Wọ́n wá sọ àwọn the original indigene of that city, the original indigene of that city, the original indigene of that state. Wọ́n wá sọ wọ́n di Almanjiri. Only we must use the minority in the north as a willing tools. Then wọ́n dẹ̀ lò wọ́n lóòótọ́ as a willing tools, and the south as a conquer territory. Ilẹ̀ bàbá mi wọ́n fẹ́ lo south àti west as a conquer territory. They still have that agenda. Àníṣe àwọn gbọ́dọ̀ conquer ẹ̀yin wọ̀nyí, ẹ̀yin Yorùbá wọ̀nyí, ẹ̀yin Yíbò wọ̀nyí, àwọn gbọ́dọ̀ conquer àníṣe, àwọn gbọ́dọ̀ conquer yín. They still believe that they can use a south as a conquer territory. Then kí ló wá sọ? Ó ní, and never allow them to have control, or only as you never allow them to have control over their future. Now, do we have control over our future? Are they allow us to have control over our future? Do we really have a control over our future? Now, let's go and watch this Hausa lady, how he explained that the problem of Nigeria today, it is Hausa people, Fulani people. Now, just answer this question. Is it not a wasted effort? Let us listen to this beautiful lady.
I don't mean to be rude. I don't want to be rude to anybody, and I don't want to disrespect anybody, and I don't want to insult anybody. What I'm saying is that is the real truth. The real problem of Nigeria, are Northerners. Northerners, Fulani, Hausa are the problem of Nigeria. They don't want our Nigerian progress. If they are not the one in power, then nobody can do it. It's only them that can do it. If you say you deprive Igbo people from having what is supposed to be theirs, allow them to go for their Biafra. If you say Yoruba people are not competent, they cannot rule Nigeria, allow them to go. Then we, the Northerners, should just stay and rule ourselves. If we kill ourselves, that's our business. You cannot say no, because Igbos, you think Igbos are thieves, Igbos are wicked, Igbos are this, they are that, they are this. There is no way that there's not the good, the bad, and the ugly. So if you cannot help the Igbos, allow them to go. If you cannot carry the Yorubas, if you don't want them to rule you, allow them to go. Then we, the Northerners, to rule ourselves. If it's going to be better. We are one Nigeria, so we want the best for Nigeria. So we should look at where we are going wrong so that we can perfect it.
Òun lẹ gbọ́ yìí ó ní tí ẹ bá ti mọ̀ wípé ẹ ò lè gbà pé the problem of Nigeria àwa tá a jẹ́ Haúsá ni the problem of Nigeria àwa Haúsá yìí àwa ni problem Nigeria tẹ́ ẹ bá ti wá mọ̀ wípé now ẹ ti deprive Yíbò lẹ́tọ̀ọ́ wọn first of all ẹ ti ẹ̀tọ́ Yíbò ẹ ti deprive wọn ní ẹ̀tọ́ wọn àwọn Yíbò ẹ ti deprive wọn ní ẹ̀tọ́ wọn ẹ rí wọn gẹ́gẹ́ bí ẹni tó jẹ́ pé wọn ò lè ṣe kankan ẹ ti jẹ́ kí wọ́n rí ẹ fún wọn lẹ́tọ́ wọn. nígbà tẹ́ ẹ fún àwọn ènìyàn tí wọ́n ní ẹ̀tọ́ ẹ fún wọn lẹ́tọ́ wọn ẹ gba ẹ̀tọ́ wọn lọ́wọ́ wọn ẹ ti deprive wọn lórí ẹ̀tọ́ wọn. then kí ló kù then allow them to go. If he said these people are not good, they cannot do it, allow them to go, let them go. Why are we still want one Nigeria? Nígbà tẹ́ ẹ bá sọ wípé wọn ò dá ẹ̀yin lẹ́ni wọn ò dá ẹ jẹ́ kí wọ́n máa lọ ẹ allow wọn kí wọ́n máa lọ ẹ release wọn kí wọ́n máa lọ ẹ fi wọ́n sílẹ̀ kí wọ́n máa lọ ẹ má wulẹ̀ deny wọn ẹ sọ pé àwọn wọ̀nyí wọn ò dá ẹ jẹ́ kí wọ́n máa lọ. Why are you still want them to be one Nigerian? Let them go. Allow them to go. Let them have their own way. Allow them to go. Hausa ò dá, Yíbò dá, then wọ́n náà wọ́n fẹ́ wá bí Biafra wọn. Ẹ jẹ́ kí wọ́n máa lọ Biafra wọn. Ẹni Yorùbá ò dá, anáwa náà ò dá, kò sí wàhálà. Ẹ jẹ́ káwa náà ẹ jẹ́ ká máa lọ. Ẹ yọ̀ǹda wa náà. Ẹ yọ̀ǹda wa. Èwo làbúrò ṣé a máa ń sọ èèyàn máa ń sọ ẹran mọ́ran kí ẹ jẹ́ ká máa lọ. We don't want one Nigeria anymore. We want to go. Then kí ló kù ẹ̀jẹ̀ á máa lọ. Kò sí ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ nínú ẹ wọn ò kì í múyàn sí wọn à kì í dáyàn láàmú sí kò sí aburú ńbẹ ẹ jẹ́ ká máa lọ. Nítorí pé a ti mọ̀ wípé kò sí àjọṣepọ̀ kankan láàárín wa mọ́ kò sí ní tó jẹ́ àjọṣepọ̀ láàárín wa a ò nífẹ̀ẹ́ ara wa a ò fẹ́ ara wa a ò jọ kí sọmọ yá kan náà kí ló dẹ̀ tún kù ẹ jẹ́ ká máa lọ ni. Àwọn Yíbò fẹ́ lọ ẹni wọn ò ní lọ. Yorùbá fẹ́ lọ ẹ náà ní lọ. Kí wá ló wá kí ló dé ṣé dandan ni ká dúró tì ní ṣé dandan ni ká wà pẹ̀lú yín ni ṣé dandan ni ká bá yín ṣe ni ṣé dandan ni ká sọ pé dandan láàyè yín la gbọ́dọ̀ dúró tì ní ṣé dandan ni ká sọ pé ẹ̀yin ni ṣé dandan ni ká dúró tì yín kí ló dé tá a ṣe gbọ́dọ̀ dúró tì yín kí ni rísì tá a ṣe gbọ́dọ̀ dúró tì yín ẹ jẹ́ á máa lọ ẹ yọ̀ǹda wa ẹ jẹ́ á máa lọ ẹ yọ̀ǹda wa ẹ jẹ́ á máa lọ. A ò jọ papọ̀ níbi kankan a ò unite níbi kankan èdè wa ò yéra wa ìwà wa ò yéra wa ẹ̀sìn wa ò jọra a jọra wa we are not united in any single form then kí ló wá dé ẹ jẹ́ ká máa lọ ẹ má dá wa dúró ẹ yọ̀ǹda wa ẹ release wa ẹ fi wá sílẹ̀ ẹ jẹ́ á máa lọ ẹ jẹ́ ká lọ ní àlàáfíà ẹ jẹ́ ká lọ pẹ̀lú ìdùnnú ẹ jẹ́ ká lọ pẹ̀lú ìfọ̀kànbalẹ̀ ẹ má jẹ́ ká lọ pẹ̀lú wàhálà ẹ má já lọ pẹ̀lú ogun ẹ̀yin Haúsá wọ̀nyí ẹ̀yin Fúlàní wọ̀nyí Nàìjíríà kìíní kan Nàìjíríà kìíní kò ta ló sọ fún ẹ pé kó wà negotiable ta ló sọ fún ẹ bẹ́ẹ̀ táyé níbo ló ti gbọ́ pé wọ́n ń ṣẹlẹ̀ níbo ta ló sọ fún ọ ìyẹn wo ló wí fún ọ níbo ló ti gbọ́ pé Nàìjíríà yìí o àti pé wà ní bá tán rẹ wèrè òpònú dídìrín wo it's just a mere play child play ló máa jẹ́ fílẹ̀ tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ní Republic of Congo tẹ́ ẹ̀ bá jẹ́ ká ọ̀rá máa lọ láyọ̀ àtàláfíà Haúsá ló fẹ́ náà rẹ̀ sọ lèyí kí ló dé tẹ̀ jẹ́ ká lọ ẹ jẹ́ á máa lọ ẹ wò ó ẹ jẹ́ ká dé polówó ọjà wa ká tó wá bẹ̀rẹ̀ wasted effort àti débi tá à ń lọ a sì mú níkọ̀ọ̀kan ni a padà débi tá à ń lọ tẹ́rù ó sì bà yín wípé ṣé lóòótọ́ nìkan ṣẹlẹ̀ mo ń bọ̀ mi ò tí ì dé mo ń bọ̀ náà.
lọ́jọ́ kẹwàá oṣù kẹwàá sẹ́fẹ̀ gbọ́ lọ́jọ́ tó ń sọjọ́ bí ọmọ aládìkún lóye Sunday Adéyẹmọ Jásọlá Àdìsá aka Ìgbòho Òòṣà nípa bí gbogbo àwọn ọmọ ẹgbẹ́ ìfẹ́ lọ́dọ̀ àpapọ̀ Yorùbá àti gbogbo ẹgbẹ́ ọmọ Yorùbá lápapọ̀ lábẹ́ ààrẹ wa ọmọọba Adédayọ̀ Fáládé àti igbákejì ààrẹ ọmọ Kẹ́hìndé Àbẹ̀bí tí ń ṣe ìrọ́kẹ̀kẹ̀ ìgbáradì níbàámu pẹ̀lú ìfẹ́ àti ẹ̀mí ìforihàn fàgbékalẹ̀ àyẹ́sí ọjọ́ ìbí Ìgbòho fún tọdún yìí pẹ̀lú àkọlé Dinner with Ìgbòho bákan náà la ó mọ gba ọba ògbóni àgbáyé lálejò Tajudeen Ọlárẹ̀wájú Àjàlá láti wá ṣe àyẹ́sí fún olóyè Ìgbòho lọ́jọ́ náà tí ó wáyé nínú gbọ̀ngàn ńlá ní London Kensington 179 to 199 Holland Park Avenue London W114 United Kingdom bẹ̀rẹ̀ látago 7 ìrọ̀lẹ́ ẹlẹ́lẹ́dago 12 òru bákan náà láti ń kí wa kú ìmúrasílẹ̀ ìwọ́de làmìlaka tẹgbẹ̀lẹ́gbẹ̀ ènìyàn tí ó wáyé nílùú ọba 1 million rally in London lọ́jọ́ 12 oṣù kẹwàá tó jẹ́ ọjọ́ kẹtàdínà pẹ̀lú Ìgbòho lẹ́yìn Tọ́láyọmí Kóìkí àti kan lára rẹ̀ ó máa ṣàkóso rẹ̀ pẹ̀lú ọ̀kan ọ̀jọ̀kan àwọn àlàkalẹ̀ ìrọ̀rùn nípa bá wọ́n ṣe máa fi ọkọ̀ àjàgbé ńlá ní London route bus gbé àwọn àgbààgbà àti àwọn abarapá gbogbo láti BBC in Oxford Street títí tí ìwọ́de ó fi parí sí Paris Trafalgar Square tó bá wá di ọjọ́ 13 ọjọ́ 4 Dinner with Ìgbòho láwọn máa ṣàbẹ̀wò lọ sí ìlú Manchester gan fún ẹ̀kúnrẹ́rẹ́ àlàyé síwájú sí i tàbí láti dá state voluntarily ẹ lè pè tàbí kẹ́ WhatsApp Ọláyọmí Kóìkí lórí +447 594 050 979 Yàtúbí lórí +447 570 320 030 Tóyìn Ọláoyè lórí +447 896 018 764 lápapọ̀ ọmọ Yorùbá àgbáyé pátápátá ní àwọn ẹgbẹ́ ìfẹ́lọ́dún àpapọ̀ ọmọ Yorùbá ṣe kí ọmọ aládìkún wípé ẹ kú ọdún ẹ kú ìyèdún a sì ń ṣàmọ́dún sẹ̀mí ìtayà tọmọ Yorùbá World Media ló ń kéde lórúkọ gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá pátápátá.
Are you in dire need of a herbal remedy to your health challenges? Then the solution you've been praying for is finally here in Jigsmore Health Drink. Jigsmore Health Drink, brewed from the finest sap found in Aloe Ferox plant, which is grown in the Western Cape of South Africa. It is your shop plug to fighting and defeating all kinds of chronic diseases from STDs, fibroid, ulcer, migraine, diabetes, cancer, infertility, HIV,
Now, ẹ káàbọ̀ sí abala kejì ètò yìí mo kí àròlé bàbá tẹ́ntẹ́n pé ẹ ṣe tí ẹ ń bá wa darapọ̀ mọ́ orí ètò bẹ́ẹ̀ náà ni mo kí Àkàlàmàgbò àti Ajíbóyè Najim ẹ ṣe gan ni tí ẹ ń bá wa darapọ̀ mọ́ ètò yìí mo kí ẹ ṣe gan ni. Ẹ jẹ́ ká padà àkàlẹ̀ ètò wa tòní tọ́pìkì ẹni a pè ní wasted effort. Now a ti sọ nípa àwọn mẹ́rin kan tí ọ̀rọ̀ wọn tó jọmọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ Nàìjíríà. Now ẹ jẹ́ ká wá padà sórí ẹni tí Nàìjíríà gan fèsì lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ ọ̀sẹ̀. A wá wò pé ṣé kìí tí wọ́n ń ṣàyè wasted effort ni òun ni màá mú fún wa lónìí tí màá fi kí èmi àti yín kájọ fi ara balẹ̀ kájọ gbọ́ torí pé gbogbo agbára táwọn gan gbìyànjú health sector wa ti kọ́kọ́ dàrú ná ohun tó jọmọ́ health sector lórí Nàìjíríà ti dàrú níbi tí àwọn èèyàn lè sá lọ láti rí ìwòsàn níbi tí àwọn èèyàn lè sá lọ láti rí ìgbàlà níbi tí àwọn ènìyàn lè sá lọ láti rí ìwòsàn now òun wá ní ilé ikú báyìí ẹ gbọ́ ibẹ̀ gangan wá ní ilé ikú wàláì ibẹ̀ gangan ní ilé ikú àìwọ́ tó bá wà ní Kwara State General Hospital tó wà ní Kwara State ní Kayama ní Kwara State. Ẹ jọ̀wọ́ ẹ̀yin wọ́n tó bá jẹ́ ọmọ Kwara State tó bá wà lórí ètò yìí jẹ́ kí n mọ̀ ṣé lóòótọ́ ni ibi yìí wà ń bẹ̀. Ní Kwara State ní ilé ìwòsàn tó jẹ́ ti ìjọba tí wọ́n ń pè ní Kayama ní Kwara State. Ibẹ̀ ni dókítà tí a mọ̀ sí dókítà tó ń gba ẹ̀mí, dókítà Abbas Adéyẹmí Adéògún. Dókítà yìí níṣe ló máa ń gba ẹ̀mí. Ní kí ni mo sọ? Dókítà yìí níṣe ló máa ń gba ẹ̀mí àwọn ènìyàn. Dókítà yìí tó yẹ kó máa gba ẹ̀mí là. Dókítà tó yẹ ká máa rí gẹ́gẹ́ bí ẹni tí àwọn èèyàn lè lọ sábà tí ara ò bá yá, tó yẹ káwọn èèyàn lè sábà tí ẹ̀mí bá fẹ́ bọ́ lára èèyàn, tó yẹ kó gba ẹ̀mí là. Níṣe ni dókítà yìí níṣe ló ń pa ẹ̀mí. Kódà ẹni tó bá lọ sọ́dọ̀ ẹ̀ lásán, bóyá ẹni yẹn bóyá ó ṣubú lórí ọ̀kadà, ó wá ní small wound, wọ́n wá ní ká máa gbé lọ sí emergency hospital ní General Hospital ní Kayama ní Kwara State. Tó bá jẹ́ pé dókítà Adéyẹmí yìí ló bá attend sí onítọ̀hún, ó máa fún tọ̀ ní abẹ́rẹ́ kú ni. Níṣe ló máa pa onítọ̀hún. Nǹkan máa ṣe o. Nàìjíríà mọ̀ ti ń dàrú. Nàìjíríà mọ̀ ti ń dàrú. Àmọ́ rí ibi tá a mọ̀ lé sá lọ mọ́. Ààbò wà rèé, níbo la ti fẹ́ júwe pé ibi táàbò wà rèé? Níbo ni èmi àti ẹ ti fẹ́ sọ pé níbi tí ààbò wà rèé? Kò sí ààbò mọ́ níbikíbi. Nígbà tí odidi dókítà tó yẹ kó dólẹ̀mí tó bá ń pa ẹ̀mí, dókítà tó yẹ kó dá ẹ̀mí sí tó bá ń pa ẹ̀mí, dókítà tó yẹ kí àwọn èèyàn rí gẹ́gẹ́ bí agba ẹ̀mí là tó bá ń pa ẹ̀mí, dókítà tó yẹ kí àwọn èèyàn máa rí pé bàbá yìí ẹni tó ń dáàbò bo ẹ̀mí ni, ṣùgbọ́n níṣe ló ń pa ẹ̀mí. Ṣé àbọ̀ àbí? Ẹ jẹ́ kí èmi àti yín ẹ jẹ́ ká jọ lọ wo fídíò dókítà yìí, ọ̀nà tó ń gbà ń pa ẹ̀mí, tó ń gbà ń tà á fún àwọn èèyàn. Ó yá ẹ máa bá mi ká lọ.
The sudden disappearance of some supporting staff of the General Hospital Kayama in Kwara State had for some time been a hard nut to crack for the residents and the police in the area. Late last year, that went missing and the cases were reported. Investigations into the matter, suspected by the Edo State Police Command in September this year, gave a new twist to the cases of disappearance of persons in Kayama.
I'm here on the allegation of murder and armed robbery.
Do you have any regrets being here on this day?
No. Please, I think it's okay now. I'm done. Please, I've spoken to you. I've spoken.
From the body is that of chemical, to the extent that the medical team, had a talk with the content. It was then Dr. Abbas Adeyemi Adebowale broke down in tears and confessed for that yes, he injected pesticide and other substance and killed the victim immediately.
An interaction with the suspect gives further clue. This shallow grave and waste bin were found to contain bodies of his victims.
Is in the store, the first entrance where the storekeeper sits down. That is where we got an grave. He has buried one lady there. He used mattress to cover. Then the main store where other properties are kept, that is yet to be used property, that is where he dumped one of our missing nurse.
Getting from them was the fact that he confessed. He said one boy was declared missing. That boy was taken, according to the suspect, through what the IPO said, that a boy took him to the clinic for treatment on a motorbike, popularly called Okada. He was sitting on the bike was sitting outside waiting for him to. When he waited for so long and the guy did not come out, he had to leave. And up to today, according to the report, the victim was nowhere to be found. That was exactly what the doctor said, that he killed the boy and he has sold parts to some people.
Family members of one of the victims gather in prayers as they demand for justice. The Emir of Kayama says he is disappointed in the action of one of their own.
It's for where he was involved, of killing people. Well, everybody disgusted, everybody, but so they saw the level of the society we have now. Like your trust.
Rí bí nígbà tí dókítà tó bá lè mú nurse one of his own staff tó bá lè mú tó lè pa staff ẹni o kí wá la wá ń sọ pé kò lè ṣẹlẹ̀. Ẹ jẹ́ ká sọ fún mi, ṣé Nàìjíríà ṣì máa dáa àbí àjọ ń tan ara wa? Àbí à ń dìsí fara wa?
Lọ́jọ́ kẹwàá oṣù kẹwàá ṣe fẹ́ gbọ́ lọ́jọ́ tó sọjọ́ ìbí ọmọ Àdìgún lóyè Sunday Adéyẹmọ májàsọlá Àdìsá aka Ìgbòho Òòṣà nípa Yorùbá lápapọ̀ lábẹ́ Àdáyọ̀ Fáládé àti ìbámu fún tọdún yìí pẹ̀lú ògbóni àgbáyé lálejò Tajudeen Ọlárẹ̀wájú Àjàlá láti wá ṣe àyẹ́sí fún olóyè Ìgbòho lọ́jọ́ náà tí ó wáyé nínú gbọ̀ngàn ńlá ní London Kensington 179-199 Holland Park Avenue London W11 4UL United Kingdom bẹ̀rẹ̀ látago 7 ìrọ̀lẹ́ ẹlẹ́lẹ́dago 12 òru bákan náà láti ń kí wa kú ìmúrasílẹ̀ ìwọ́de làmìlà kàtẹ́gbẹ̀lẹ́gbẹ̀ ènìyàn tí ó wáyé nílùú ọba 1 million rally in London lọ́jọ́ 12 oṣù kẹwàá tó jẹ́ ọjọ́ kẹtàdínà pẹ̀lú Ìgbòho lẹ́yìn Tọ́láyọmí Kóìkí-Mídà àti kálára rẹ̀ ó máa ṣàkóso rẹ̀ pẹ̀lú ọ̀kan-ò-jọ̀kan àwọn àlàkalẹ̀ ìrọ̀rùn nípa bá a ṣe máa fi ọkọ̀ àjàgbé ńlá ní London route bus gbé àwọn àgbààgbà àti àwọn abarapá gbogbo láti BBC in Oxford Street títí tí ìwọ́de ó fi parí sí Paris Trafalgar Square tó bá wá di ọjọ́ 13 ọjọ́ 4 dinner with Ìgbòho láwọn máa ṣàbẹ̀wò lọ sí ìlú Manchester gan fún ẹ̀kúnrẹ́rẹ́ àlàyé síwájú sí i tàbí láti dá sí ètò ìfọlọ́ndrìlì ẹ lè pè tàbí kẹ́ WhatsApp Ọláyọmí Kóìkí lórí +447 594 050 979 Jàdùbí lórí +447 570 320-030 Tóyìn Ọláoyè lórí +447 896 018 764 lápapọ̀ ọmọ Yorùbá àgbáyé pátápátá ní àwọn ẹgbẹ́ ìfẹ́lọ́dún àpapọ̀ ọmọ Yorùbá ṣe kí ọmọ Aládìgún wípé ẹ kú ọdún ẹ kú ìyèdún a sì ń ṣàmọ́dún sẹ́ẹ̀mí ìtayà tọmọ Yorùbá World Media ló ń kéde lórúkọ gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá pátápátá. Lálẹ́ olùdókòwò kẹwàá oṣù kẹwàá ṣe fẹ́ gbọ́ lọ́jọ́ tó ń sọjọ́ ìbí ọmọ Aládìgún lóyè Sunday Adéyẹmọ májàsọlá Àdìsá aka.
Ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí ètò wa padà lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí i ẹ̀yin wa tí ẹ ń wò wá ẹ bá wa ṣètò yìí ẹ rí bí gẹ́gẹ́ bí ti à ń sọ bọ̀ ilé ìwòsàn tí a gbọ́kànlé ilé ìwòsàn tí èmi àti yín nígbàgbọ́ nínú ẹ̀ òun ni wọ́n ti ń pa àwọn ènìyàn yìí ilé ìwòsàn yìí General Hospital tó wà ní Kayama ní Kwara State òun náà ní orílẹ̀ yìí ló ti ń ṣẹlẹ̀ kí wàá ní táwa ń sọ kí ni tá à ń sọ fúnra wa a rí i pé tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ yìí ohun tó burú jáì tó yẹ kí èmi àti yín tó yẹ kájọ mójútó pé orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà kò lè dá wasted effort ni ẹ yẹ kí wọ́n lọ sọ́dọ̀ àwọn olóṣèlú wa ẹ wo àwọn olóṣèlú kan sọ pé Nàìjíríà ò gbọdọ̀ pín tí wọ́n ní ká dúró tí wọ́n sọ pé àwọn fẹ́ gbé òfin kan wá wípé tẹ́ ẹ bá ti fẹ́ pín o ẹnikẹ́ni tó bá ti gbìyànjú àti pín yóò lọ sí ẹ̀wọ̀n 25 years tàbí kó san 10 million torí pé wọ́n mọ̀ wípé ní house àti rep ó ṣeéṣe kí àwọn senate tàbí àwọn house ó ṣeéṣe kí wọ́n raise motion wípé let Nigeria divide torí pé tá a bá wo 9th senate láyé Buhari àwọn senator kan raise motion yẹn wípé the motion that Nigeria should divide but kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ the senate president at that time is trying to cover that bill is trying to cover that motion and then this thing is come to a chaos among them so wọ́n fẹ́ kí irú ẹ̀ kó ṣẹlẹ̀ láyé Tinubu ni wọ́n ṣe ń try àti prevent ẹ̀ máa lọ sórí fídíò láti lè mú ẹ̀rí máa jẹ́ ní ìṣó wá ní 9th senate nígbà tí irú ẹ̀ ṣẹlẹ̀ tí wọ́n sọ wípé ẹ jẹ́ kí a máa lọ àwọn wọ̀nyí sọ pé àwọn ń lọ ṣẹ́ ṣùgbọ́n kí ni tó ṣẹlẹ̀ wọ́n dí wọn lọ́wọ́ wọ́n ní wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ lọ ó di wàhálà ó dìjà ó di tí wọ́n ń bára wọn jà lé lórí torí pé wọ́n gbà pé Nàìjíríà ò exist wọ́n gbà pé kò sí tó ń jẹ́ Nàìjíríà wọ́n gbà pé kí ni o pé that is why tó jẹ́ kí Nnamdi Azikiwe sọ pé if the politician fail to hear this warning I will nature prediction that the experience of the Republic of Congo will be a child play. Ẹgbọ́n tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ní Senate.
I don't know who moved a motion yesterday on the floor asking for division. There wasn't any motion like that. There wasn't. There wasn't. I said there wasn't any motion on that, and I insist there wasn't any motion like that. No. Please, you see, if he has nobody, and you can go and take the clip again. I said nobody moved a motion on the floor here yesterday for division. So you are trying to mislead the house. You don't mislead the house. You are a leader. No. I beg of you, Mr. Chairman. No, you are trying to mislead the house. Please, you do not have the power. Control yourself. Control yourself. I said control yourself. There wasn't a motion on the. I said there wasn't a motion, and I insist there wasn't a motion for division. 2. I don't want you to repeat it again because that was the position. He is saying that, Boma, I want you to be guided. We have our rules here. You do not have that power. I'm guiding you. Thank you. Well, I want to. I'm not saying, I'm not about the division. If the point reaches for that, point of order. You got the point. We can also be here. Let's do that from here. It's not the best. Hey! It's okay now. It's okay now. You will kill him. You won't kill him. You don't do. You will kill him. It's okay now. Everybody say it's okay.
Emotion was raised to divide Nigeria, but the Senate don't want it to prevail. They think they can prevent this. My question is this: how long the Senate want to prevent this? How long? Want to raise motion pé ẹ divide in Nigeria? How long let's say prevent kini? It's already raised ní 9th Senate. Then wọ́n mọ̀ pé ó lè padà wá ṣẹlẹ̀ ní 10th Senate yìí. Èèyàn kan wá gbé òfin wípé ẹnikẹ́ni tó bá ti béèrè fún self-determination onírú onítọ̀hún ó ní ẹ fún ní 25 years in prison. Then ó ní tàbí kó san 10 million or both at the same time. Ẹ rí pé ọpọlọ oru ẹni bẹ́ẹ̀ rí pé ọpọlọ oru ẹni bẹ́ẹ̀ ti dàrú. Torí pé Nàìjíríà gan science Nàìjíríà wà lára ECOWAS pé tó sọ wípé self-determination is eligible human right. Nígbà tẹ́mọ̀ ẹ rí pé àwọn òfin àwọn useless bill, àwọn bill tí ò ní fọ́mátì, àwọn bill tó wà useless in the whole world ní àwọn wèrè yìí ń gbé jáde a tangible bill tí ò sí ọmọlẹ̀ tó gbé wá fún Senate wípé budget tó wà, allocation budget tó wà fún àwọn ọlọ́pàá, allocation budget tó wà fún àwọn sójà, allocation budget tó wà fún àwọn army, allocation budget tó wà fún àwọn navy, allocation budget tó wà fún àwọn air force. Ó ní kí àwọn house kí wọ́n lù ló ń tẹ̀ kó jẹ́ pé owó yìí yóò máa lọ sí àkáǹtì wọn directly. Wọ́n dẹ̀ lè lo owó yìí láti lè fi ṣe iṣẹ́ tó dáa fún insecurity ilẹ̀ Nàìjíríà, láti lè ra àwọn sophisticated ammunition láti lè fight insecurity. Ó nítorí àwọn tí a yàn sí committee on security, àwọn senator tí a yàn sí committee on security, ó ní àwọn owó yìí níṣe ni wọ́n lọ fi ń kọ́ private hospital, ó ní àwọn owó yìí níṣe ni wọ́n lọ fi ń kọ́ private university. Ó ní tí ó dẹ̀ sí ibi tí wọ́n ti ń kọ́yàn nípa effective technology fún security. Níṣe ni senator wèrè òpònú ọmọ Yíbò, who support it say nay, who no support it say aye. Ohun wọn rìn ju ti ní lọ. Ó dẹ̀ ló ń tẹ̀ pé I prevail. Wọ́n against bill yẹn, a wonderful and a very perfective bill tó lè fún àwọn security agency wa ní total freedom, tó lè fún wọn ní total freedom. The Nigerian senator against it. Ó yẹ kí àwọn aráàlú bọ́ ta kán bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní sọ wọ́n lóko láti bẹ̀, but níṣe ni wọ́n kàn sọ ó dẹ̀ tán síbẹ̀. Àwọn senator ká tún wá padà sí constituency wọn, wá tún lọ máa há owó àwọn tó yẹ kẹ́ ẹ sọ lóko, tó yẹ pé tí wọ́n bá ti ń wọlé kẹ̀dẹ̀ jù wọ́n lóko, tí wọ́n bá ti ń dé kẹ̀dẹ̀ sọ wọ́n lóko. Bíìlì tó bá lè ṣe aráàlú láǹfààní, bíìlì tí aráàlú bá lè benefit, tó lè fún aráàlú ní fọkànbalẹ̀, these stupid people will not pass it. But ilé tó bá lè favour is what they will pass. And the bill tẹ́ ẹ̀ bá ti sponsor pẹ̀lú dollars, then you said the Nigerian will be good. And then you still said you believe in one Nigeria. You are a wasted effort. You are complete wasted effort. If you still believe in one Nigeria, you are a wasted effort. Wasted effort in here. Because you already see Nigeria as a wasted effort nation. A nation that cannot feed its citizens 3 meals in a day. A nation that failed woefully. A nation that cannot even wake up from slumber. And then you are still said that nation, you still believe in one Nigeria. You are a fool. You are completely a fool human being. Wọ́n bí eré, wọ́n bí ẹ̀dá. Source of your ibi is corrupt, because it is clearly that country can never be good. That country can never be progress. That country can never be united if we are still using the same fraudulent 1999 constitution. This is clear. This is what I want you to understand. Unless we are separate, we are disintegrate in peace. This is a wisdom. Let us disintegrate in peace, not in pieces. If we are still together, we are deceiving ourselves. We are deceiving ourselves. We are deceiving ourselves. We are deceiving ourselves. Obasanjo tried to fix the Nigerian problem. But what happened today? Wasted effort. Mo sọ níbẹ̀rẹ̀ fídíò yìí, I used to accuse that man because he failed the Yorubas and he favored the Igbo and Hausa. But despite that, if he favored Igbo and Hausa does not mean I should hate him. But it is so clearly that if you still believe in one Nigeria today, it are a wasted effort. Good morning, my brother. At the program now, that's our lion. You have a wasted effort if you still believe in one Nigeria, because it is clearly that every aspect of Nigerian it is wasted. Those who are trying to fix Nigerian problem, they are wasted. They waste their efforts. Now, to believe that Nigerian is wasted effort, and then to believe that Nigerian can never be progress, and then for you to believe that Nigerian can never be unite, and then for you to believe that Nigerian can never be survive, I'm going to show you this beautiful video that stated much about Nigerian. Then, bóyá tó bá gbọ́ fídíò yìí, tí wọ́n gan wo how this video was narrated the Nigerian problem, how this man explained how Obasanjo tried and managed to pay the debt of Nigerian, and the Nigerian owe even though the Barring Club, Nigeria did not owe them a dime during the Obasanjo before the man left the office. Then today, Nigerian is using 99% of their revenue to service debt. One low 99% of their revenue now to service debt, and then you said regional regionalism. You say I believe in one Nigeria. You are a fool, my brother. Because these are the facts that show that Nigeria can never be progress anymore. These are the facts that show that Nigeria can never be united anymore. These are the facts that show that Nigeria can never be progress anymore. Then why are you wasting your effort for nothing? Why are you wasted all your energy on Nigerian to become one? Channel that effort to the separation of Nigeria now. Channel that effort to the disintegration of Nigeria now. Nnamdi Azikiwe said it. Only let Nigeria be disintegrated in peace, not in pieces. Only if the politician had to hear this warning, only a natural prediction what will happen in Nigeria, the experience that the Republic of Congo, it will be a child play if ever come to Nigeria to play that strategic role. Are we not coming to play that strategic role now? Awolowo said it is own. He said there is nothing called Nigerians. That Nigerian is not a seas. Only the Nigerian is just mere relative the experience of those who believe in living in boundaries of Nigerian, and those that are not believe. Only there is no Nigerians in the same common sense. Awolowo said it in 1947. He said it clearly. There is no Nigerian in common sense, just like in English, which and French. Tafawa Balewa said his own. That since 1914, the unity of Nigeria is just the British agenda. Nigerians themselves, they are not showing the willingness of unity, because Nigerians themselves, they are historically different in nature, in culture, different in religion, different in culture. Then why are we forcing ourselves to become one? Why are we forcing ourselves? Now, I'm going to show you this video to see how Obasanjo was managed to clear the Nigerian debt. Then how much is Nigeria owing now? How much is it Nigerian is owing now when Obasanjo has tried to manage the debt, and his successor rules all his effort? Obasanjo effort is a wasted effort. Do you see how everything Nigerian is wasted effort? from the day 1 to day 2 to day 3, everything is wasted effort. Let us go and listen to this video and see how Nigerian it is wasted effort. For those who are still believing in one Nigeria, I don't know, maybe you believe that Nigeria will be good, and then you think that your grandfather will come and visit you, or your grandfather will come and say, hi to you, my son, oh, Nigeria is good back, oh, let us see how Nigeria is good. You are deceiving yourself. Let me and you and just go and watch the video how Nigerian can never be good again. Just say, relax and watch this video.
The year was 2006. President Olusegun Obasanjo was preparing to leave office for the final time. He had worked tirelessly to build Nigeria's foreign reserves from its lows of $5 billion in 1999 to about $42 billion in 2006. This was despite crude oil selling for an average of $46 per barrel during his administration. But there was something that kept weighing the Nigerian naira down. Even with $42 billion in foreign reserves, the Obasanjo's administration was facing heavy criticism and pressure from all corners because of this heavy burden. You see, this burden weighed a whopping $36 billion. Yeah, that was how much Nigeria owed in external debt at the time. Most of that amount was owed to the Paris Club, a group of major creditor countries that included the United States, United Kingdom, France, and some other Western countries. Then came April 2006, and Obasanjo said, quote, Nigeria will not owe anybody in the Paris Club one kobo. A few days after this bold declaration, there was this headline from the New York Times saying, quote, Nigeria pays off its big debt, sign of an economic rebound. Baba had done it. Before this huge announcement was made, the President Olusegun Obasanjo's administration had been engaged in discussions with the Paris Club on this Nigeria's debt burden. Those discussions yielded results when, in 2005, the Paris Club proposed an unprecedented debt buyback at a discount. They agreed to a 60% discount on Nigeria that would cancel all of Nigeria's debt to them if Nigeria could come up with a cash payment of roughly $12 billion. Meaning, the Nigerian government only needed to pay $12 billion of the $30 they owed. Now, with $18 billion being written off them, Obasanjo was able to pay the balance of $12 billion. And from there, Nigeria became debt-free, at least for the time being. This helped stabilize the naira at the time, and with crude oil prices up during this time, the Nigerian economy grew rapidly to the top spot in Africa, a growth that continued during the administration of Yar'Adua through to that of Goodluck Jonathan. Then 2015 happened, and Nigeria's economy became unrecognizable. Now, to show you exactly how bad the situation is, Nigeria is reportedly using almost all of its revenue to service debt. But how did we get here? Come with me and I'll show you.
Nigeria's debt profile:
7.6 trillion naira in domestic debt,
$7.22 billion. The country's debt service cost in the first quarter of this year was 1.94 trillion naira.
The Nigerian government currently owes a total of $91 billion. That is both domestic and foreign debt. Of that amount, $42 billion is said to be foreign. Now, according to Bloomberg, Nigeria spent 80% of its revenue on debt servicing in the first 11 months of 2022. The World Bank placed that figure at around 96% for the entire year of 2022. But you know what's more worrying? Spending 96% of your revenue to pay debt means you're borrowing almost 100% of your annual budget. This is scary because records show that it is getting worse and not better. Between 1999 and 2021, local and external federal government borrowings jumped from 3.55 trillion naira to 26.91 trillion naira, an increase of 658%. Between June 2015 to December 2020, Buhari borrowed 7.6 trillion naira, President Muhammadu Buhari increased Nigerians' debt from $7.3 billion in 2015 to $28.57 billion as of December 2020. This caused the country's exchange rate to move from 197 naira to the dollar in 2015 to 381 naira at the end of December 2020. We are talking about one president increasing Nigerians' debt by 173.2% in just 6 years. In comparison, President Goodluck Jonathan's administration met Nigeria's debt profile at 6.17 trillion naira in 2011. According to a report by the Cable, local debt amounted to 5.62 trillion naira, while foreign debt stood at $3.5 billion. The exchange rate at the time was 156.7 naira to $1. In 2014, towards the end of Jonathan's administration, external debt was $6.45 billion. Domestic debt rose to 7.9 trillion naira, while the naira fell slightly to 158.6 naira to $1. After the elections, however, everything changed. By the end of 2015, Nigeria's foreign debt jumped to $7.3 billion, while domestic debt increased by 8.4 trillion naira. The naira crashed to 197 per dollar. Not even a year in office yet, Buhari immediately gave Nigerians a clue of how his government planned to carry its affairs. So far, Buhari is the country's borrower, increasing public debt, that is the federal government component, by more than 173%. Oh, hang on, there is Tinubu now, whose administration has been acting like a bunch of 5-year-old kids with Happy Christmas money in a candy shop. According to the Vanguard, the federal government under Tinubu borrowed 20.1 trillion naira from domestic investors in the first year of President Tinubu's administration alone. But why are they borrowing this much? What are they doing with all of this money? Now, the most apparent reason for Nigeria's rising debt profile is the rising cost of governance. This is simply put any cost associated with the running of government. This includes recurrent and capital expenditure. While recurrent expenditure talks about the amount of money government spends on overhead and personnel costs, capital expenditure, on the other hand, talks about government expenditure in providing infrastructural facilities. The problem with the Nigerian situation is that the government is borrowing. As a result, infrastructure is in decay, while the people in power focus on buying yachts, jets, SUVs, and building mansions. The point I'm trying to make here is spending billions of borrowed funds to give public officials lavish lifestyles has reduced the amount of money available for capital expenditures. This means roads don't get built, hospitals are poorly managed, some have no lights, and others have collapsing structures. Let's not even get into the education sector. There is literally no money to improve our power infrastructures, leading to the national power grid collapsing every 4 market days. The public transportation system is a mess. No rail lines, just cities to help solve the public transportation crisis. Now, all of this put together have led to a fall in investments. Companies are running away, which in turn has led to a reduction in the level of employment, which ultimately led to the stagnation of our economic growth. Also to add, borrowing a ton of money without restraint is bad. Yeah, pretty bad. But how, you might ask? Well, more debt means a weaker naira. A weaker naira means imports of goods are more expensive and exports bring in little value as a result. A weaker naira also means crazy levels of inflation like we are witnessing right now. Food items are very expensive and people are no longer able to afford household items. There is also the debt servicing we talked about earlier. Nigeria is currently using 96% of its revenue to service debt. Imagine working for 30 days and you are paid 500,000 naira, but then you have to use 480,000 naira from that amount to pay your debt. How do you survive on 20,000 naira for another 30 days? It means you will have to borrow again and again, and so the cycle continues. Oh, is there a fix for this mess we are in? When the current president of Argentina was back in December 2023, his country's economic situation was worse than Nigeria's.
Then, pẹ̀lú tí èmi àti ẹ gbọ́ yìí, ṣé lọ́kàn tiẹ̀ do you believe that Nigeria will still make it? Nígbà tí èèyàn débẹ̀, tí Ọbásanjọ́ débẹ̀, debt Nigeria nígbà yẹn is $33 billion. $33 billion ní debt tí Ọbásanjọ́ bá nígbà tó fẹ́ kúrò pé àníṣe òun gbọ́dọ̀ clear debt yìí. Ọbásanjọ́ wá lọ bá àwọn tí wọ́n wólówó yìí, àwọn Paris Club. Wọ́n wá sọ wípé tí Ọbásanjọ́ bá ti lè san $12 billion cash out of $33 billion, tí Ọbásanjọ́ bá ti lè kó $12 billion wá cash, àwọn á waive the remaining money. Then Ọbásanjọ́ did it. Nigeria ò jẹ anybody ní $1. Kódà wọ́n tún ṣe ní almost like $3.6 billion as a reservoir. Òun ni Yar'Adua bá tí nǹkan fi rọrùn. Àmọ́ Jonathan náà bá ó jẹ́ kó rọrùn òun ò ná tán. Àmọ́ kí ni ọmọ àlè ṣẹ́rí Yorùbá pọ̀? Wọ́n ní ọtí, wọ́n ní ilé tó bá ń tòrò, ọmọ àlè bẹ̀ ni ò tí dàgbà. Yar'Adua have shown the sign of a bastard child of Nigerian. Yar'Adua have shown completely a bastard child pé ọmọ àlè Nigeria lò. Yar'Adua went on and then he increased the debt of Nigerian to $91 billion within the 11 months. Within 11 months, tí màá yẹn débẹ̀, ó ti increase debt in Nigeria sí $91 billion. To the extent that Nigeria is servicing the debt, they are using 80% of their total revenue to service debt. Bẹ̀rẹ̀ ó parí ọdún méjì ó lọ Tinubu náà bọ́ síbẹ̀. Àmọ́ kó tó di wípé Jonathan padà wá kúrò, kó tó di pé Buhari wá padà wá lọ. Nígbà tí Tinubu débẹ̀ yìí, Tinubu gan ò tí ì lo 1 year, Tinubu ti lọ borrow 20.1 trillion. 20.1 trillion. What are they use this money for? Ibẹ̀ ni wọ́n ti ra SUV fáwọn senator. Wọ́n fún àwọn tó fẹ́ lọ fún hajj ní Kano ní 91 billion. Ẹ wo bí wọ́n ṣe ná owó. Tí wọ́n lọ. Wọ́n ò ná owó yìí sórí agriculture. Wọ́n ò ná owó yìí sórí health sector. Wọ́n ò ná owó yìí sórí infrastructure. Wọ́n ò ná owó yìí sórí well-being of citizens. They share this money within themselves. Mo ṣì ń bọ̀ lórí wàhálà tí Ogun State sí ìfàṣà mọ̀ pé Nigerian private jets have been seized by China. The USA court have ordered the China firm to seize the Nigerian aircraft mẹ́ta due to the collapse agreement between the China firm and Ogun State government. And the case was 2016. kì í ṣe president 2016 wàhálà yẹn ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ o, kì í ṣe ẹni tó wà bẹ́ẹ̀ sí 2016. Now Jonathan ti lọ yá 20.1 trillion. 20.1 trillion ló ti lọ yá sìn. Èyí tó túmọ̀ sí wípé Nigeria is servicing their debt. Nigeria is using 98% of their revenue to service debt. Just for service debt ni o, not pay off. Then báwo lẹ ṣe fẹ́ san? Ọ̀nà wo lẹ fẹ́ gbà san? Tó bá fi lè mú Ọbásanjọ́, tó bá fi lè try to make sure that he left that office without Nigerian owing a dime. Let us give kudos to that man. Despite give kudos to that Obasanjo, then ask yourself, Obasanjo effort, it is not wasted, it's wasted. Obasanjo effort is wasted effort. Obasanjo effort is wasted effort because he tried to make sure the Nigerian back to his feet, but no. That is, we can just call Obasanjo a Yoruba man or Igbo man. But when Hausa man or Fulani man become the president, it destroy everything by owing a debt of $91 billion. By owing a debt of what? $91 billion. And another Yoruba man joined him. Within 1 year, he has borrowed 20.1 trillion naira. Then ask yourself, Nigerian, is it not a wasted effort? Just please let me see it in your comment section. If Nigerian, it is not a wasted effort. For those that still believe in one Nigeria, you are a wasted effort. Nothing will happen in Nigeria. That is completely dead. Unless we are disturbing yourself. You are just disturbing yourself if you are still working for Nigerian to be one. If you are still working for the goodness of Nigeria. If you are still working for the progress of Nigeria. If you are still working for the unity of Nigeria, you are wasting your effort. You are wasted your energy. You are wasted your time and factor that you need to channel for a better thing. You are deceiving yourself. Nigerian can never be good. Nigerian can never be progress. Nigerian can never be unite. These three language, it is common, and that it is. We are just deceiving ourselves. We are deceiving ourselves. We are deceiving ourselves. Now, let's go to jẹ́ ká lọ sí ìpolówó ọjà wa kó tó di pé a padà wá sí abala tó gbẹ̀yìn ètò yìí níbi tí Ọbásanjọ́ gan ti fẹ́nu ara ẹ̀ sọ tí ojú ti ẹ̀ gan rí ó fẹ́nu ara ẹ̀ sọ ẹ jẹ́ ká jọ ní ìpolówó ọjà wa náà mo ń bọ̀ mi ò tí dé.
Go dey do gburu. Your body dey hot like say you wan pour water with cold and flu. Na every minute you dey piss with hand fan for hand because say the place go just dey pepper you anytime you piss finish with the smell wey no dey palatable at all. Blood dey for your piss. Abi e go just dey do you like say worm dey catwalk for your stomach. You don spend money to treat all these things and e be like say you no hear word. Na because say you never use Dixie more. Na herbal and natural products wey get NAFDAC approval to wash every infection wey no dey allow you rest comot for your body. Once and for all, e never finish. Go dey do gburu. Your body dey.
Ogun tí wọ́n ń sọ tá a mọ̀ sí gypsum ó ní lọ́wọ́ mi yìí fún àwa tá a bá wà ní United Arab Emirates torí wọ́n ní wọ́n ń bèrè níbí yìí ó ní ó ti gbàgbé àsíbí yìí ìwọ tí o bá nílò ẹ̀ tàbí ìwọ tí o bá fẹ́ lò ó ìwọ tí o bá nílò oògùn yìí o lè kàn sí wa o lè pè wá sí orí aago wa +971 50 34 30 843 ó lè kàn sí wa ní orí aago wa yìí tó bá jẹ́ pé o bá nílò oògùn yìí ó ti wà bí bíbà tí ẹ bá ti pè wá á sọ iye tó bá dé á sọ fún yín á dẹ̀ bá yín dispatch rider wọn á bá yín gbé wá sí ibikíbi tí àdírẹ́sì yín ibi tí ó bá wà. Oògùn yìí wúlò fún tọmọdé fún tàgbà fún tọkùnrin fún tobìnrin pàápàá jùlọ fún àwọn obìnrin tó jẹ́ pé lásìkò kan ní oṣù wọn wọ́n máa ń ní wọ́n máa ń ní pain tó pọ̀ jù wọ́n máa ń ní ìdojúkọ sí àwọn ìṣòro kan tí wọ́n bá ti ń ṣe menstruation tàbí wọ́n tó bá jẹ́ wípé o máa ń jókòó lọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀ ìgbà tó dẹ̀ máa ń fa ẹ̀yìn ríro wọ́n náà lè lò arúmọ́léegun ó lè lò ó gbogbo ìwọ tó bá jẹ́ pé ọ̀pọ̀ ẹ̀yìn ń dùn tó jẹ́ pé gbogbo àtàǹjẹ́ ìlú ṣúgà ló pọ̀ jù lára wa ṣúgà ní tà ń jẹ jù bẹ́ẹ̀ kíní náà máa ṣiṣẹ́ fún jẹ̀díjẹ̀dí ọ̀pá ẹ̀yìn eléyìí tí ó dájú òní gbogbo tí wọ́n fi ṣe àgbo yìí òun náà ni ewétegbò tilẹ̀ Yorùbá àti àlòfẹ́rà òun náà ni wọ́n fi ṣe àwọn tí wọ́n sì ṣe wọ́n ṣe láti orílẹ̀-èdè South Africa eléyìí tí ó sì lè NAFDAC ilẹ̀ Yorùbá Nàìjíríà nù eléyìí tí ó gùn tẹ̀ wípé oògùn tí ẹ lè lò tí a lè lò tó ń ṣe ara láǹfààní ni ewétegbò ni ó sì dáa kó yẹ kí èmi àti ẹ̀ka máa lò ó torí pé ohun tí wọ́n fi ṣe ewé àtẹ̀gbò ni eléyìí sì wúlò fún ara pípéye èmi àti ẹ̀ dáadáa a mọ̀ wípé gbogbo ẹnikẹ́ni tó bá ń lo oògùn yìí òun náà ni yóò mọ̀ wípé àlàáfíà òde bá àgọ́ ara òun ẹ ṣe pọ̀ bó ṣe jẹ́ lórí ti oògùn yìí òun náà ni tá a mọ̀ sí gypsum má padà lọ sí abala tí ó gbẹ̀yìn ètò yìí ẹ rí abala tí ó gbẹ̀yìn ètò yìí olùlèmi àti ńlá dé báyìí torí pé abala ńlá ni abala yìí la ó ti máa jẹ́ kí ẹ mọ effort tí Ọbásanjọ́ tó náà ti put in place àmọ́ tó yẹ pé gbogbo effort ọ̀hún lórí asán òun náà ni ó já sí lórí kí ni o lórí asán Ọbásanjọ́ tún try àti fix Nigerian refinery Ọbásanjọ́ try láti fix Nigerian refinery ṣùgbọ́n gbogbo effort bàbá yìí láti fix Nigerian refinery olópadà já sásán ìdí nìyí tèmi àti ẹ sọ wípé Nigeria ò lè wọ I'm just bring all this to you to understand how that Nigeria are so bad that Nigeria can never be good mo mú àwọn ẹ̀rí yìí wá láti fi yé wa pé kò sí bó ṣe fẹ́ tó Nàìjíríà ò lè dá unless you are just deceiving yourself then why are you deceiving yourself it is so clearly ni pé Nàìjíríà ò lè dá no matter effort you put in place no matter effort tó lè mú Nàìjíríà ò lè dá that is the fact tí mo fẹ́ kí èmi àti tí mo fẹ́ ká mọ̀ lónìí mo sì fẹ́ kó yé èmi àti pé gbogbo agbára tá a ní yìí tá a lò yìí ẹ jẹ́ ká channel sí orílẹ̀-èdè ilẹ̀ Yorùbá láti gba Yorùbá nation wàá rí i pé within years a rí Nàìjíríà a rí orílẹ̀-èdè Yorùbá gbà ẹgbọ́n tí Ọbásanjọ́ gan ẹgbọ́n tó ń gan fẹnu ara ẹ̀ sọ.
Talk about the refinery in your opening remark. When I was president, I went and called Shell. I said, Shell, look, come and help us. Run the refinery. Take part. You can take 10%, you can take 20%, but come on. They said no. I said, okay, all right. If you don't want to take equity, come and run it for me. They said no. So they left. I then called their head one-on-one. Sit down. Why do you turn down? They gave me 5 reasons. One, they said our refineries are small. I think Port Harcourt is 60,000 barrels a day. And I think that's Port Harcourt. Laduna is maybe 100. I think Warri is the largest, I think, maybe 120. And they said to me then that, look, refinery is about 250,000 barrels a day. So our refinery. 2, they said, look, even we run our refineries as a service, but we make sure that we do not run it at a loss. But we make substantial part of our profit in the upstream. So the refinery, if you run it well, you will break even and make a small profit. But if you don't run it well, you will run it at a loss. 3, They say our refinery, the way we have managed it, the way we have serviced it, is not the way that refinery should be serviced. So they don't want to get involved in that. 4, they said to me the corruption around the refinery, they did not want to get involved in it. When they told me all that, I was completely numb. And then some Nigerian got together. They paid 750 million. I said, God has sent this one. My successor said, return it back. I ran to him and I said, look, you know this is not right. He said, well, NNPC said they can do it. I said, NNPC cannot do it. NNPC, I think you are investigating $1.5 billion that NNPC has spent on refineries since then, and the refineries will not work. But I told my successor that the refineries, from what I have heard and know, will not work. And when you want to sell it, you will not get anybody to buy it for $200 million as scrap. And that is the situation we are in now. So why do we do this type of thing to ourselves? NNPC knew that they cannot, but they knew that they can eat and carry on with the corruption that was going on in NNPC. And when people were there they put pressure. In a civilized society, those people should be in jail. Why do we do this to ourselves? And that is NNPC. Take anything. National Shipping Line, the story of it. Nigeria Airways, the story of it. Why do we do this to ourselves? You talk about the refinery in your opening remark. I went.
Òun lẹ ti gbọ́ yìí lẹ́nu Ọbásanjọ́. Why are we doing this to ourselves? NNPC has spent billions of dollars, but they know that the refinery cannot work, but they are sharing the money among themselves. They eat the money among themselves. Then why are we deceiving ourselves? Do you think that Obasanjo's effort is wasted? For those who are trying to fix Nigerian, they are all wasted effort. The best way for that country is for us to divide. Now, with my final conclusion, to let every one of us understand that Nigerians cannot work, we are just deceiving ourselves. Tá a bá ń tanra wa ló kù, kò dé yẹ ká tún tanra wa níbi tá a dé mọ́ yìí. Torí bá a ṣe ń tanra wa ń jẹ yìí, bí ẹ̀tàn yìí ṣe ń pọ̀ yìí, ó ń jẹ́ ká máa ra bẹ́ẹ̀ tó yẹ pé àmọ́ ń tà ń ṣe. Ó ń jẹ́ ká ra bẹ́ẹ̀ ni pé àgbọ̀n, ànírònú, àlọ́pọlọ. Àwọn kan ní Nàìjíríà ò dáa, Nàìjíríà ò dáa, Nàìjíríà ò dáa. You should ask yourself when, what year, what time, what hours, what minute, what seconds. It shows clearly that there is nothing like Nigeria anymore. We are just deceiving ourselves. Then how long will you continue to deceive ourselves that Nigerian will be good? When deeply in our heart, we know that Nigerian can never be good. Deeply in our heart, we understand that Nigerian can never be good. Deeply in our heart, we understand that Nigerian can never progress. kí wá ló wá dé, kí wá ló wá ṣẹlẹ̀, níbo la ti kàn án, níbo ni wọ́n ti fi ṣe wá, níbo ni wọ́n ti fi ṣépè fún wa, níbo gangan la ti kàn tá àti rí kàn, níbo ni ìgbésí ayé yẹn ti wọ́ wá débi pé a ní ọrọ̀, a ní ohun ànìmánì, Ọlọ́run fún wa ní ọrọ̀ tó dájú, Ọlọ́run fún wa ní nǹkan àlùmọ́nì, ṣùgbọ́n we don't use it, we don't get it right, and then we are calling ourselves a giant of a nation, giant of Africa, giant with nothing, giant with empty brain, giant with empty ideas, giant with empty leaders, giant with bad and corrupt leaders, giant with corrupt followers. The Nigerian followers, the unborn generation are more wiser than us now. The unborn generation are more criminal than us. The unborn generation are more corruption than us. We emulate these people. We inherited bad characters. We inherited bad attitude from those who call themselves a leader. And those that call them a leader today benefited from the free education of Obafemi Awolowo. But they are so stupid, they are so useless, they are so madman. What are we talking about? Are we not sit clearly to ourselves? It is not clear to both of us. It is not clear to us that we cannot become one. The best way to solve Nigerian problem is to separate. The best way to solve Nigerian problem is to disintegrate in peace. The best way to solve Nigerian problem òun náà ní ká pín kí oníkálukú kó lọ lọ́tọ̀ọ̀tọ̀. Òun náà ní ká pín kí oníkálukú kó gba ilé bàbá ẹ̀ lọ. Òun náà ní ká pín kí oníkálukú kó gba ilé ìyá ẹ̀ lọ. Òun náà ní ká pín kí oníkálukú kó rìnrìn àjò ẹ̀ lọ́tọ̀ọ̀tọ̀. Òun náà ní ká pín kí oníkálukú kó máa lọ síbi tí wọ́n ti bí. If these governors, if this politician fail to hear my warning, I, Omoboriowo Media, if this politician fail to hear my warning that Nigerians should disintegrate in peace, not in pieces, the experience of Democratic Republic of Congo will be a child play if ever it comes to us to play such a strategic role. We have to go. Let us go. Let us go. Ẹ jẹ́ ká máa lọ. Ẹ má dá wa dúró ẹ̀yin olóṣèlú wọ̀nyí. Nàìjíríà ti tán. Kò sí tó mímọ́ lóde Nàìjíríà. Akantara wa ni. Olódùmarè yóò ṣàánú fún wa. Mo kí ibi Yẹmí TV tí wọ́n ṣe darapọ̀ mọ́ wa. Ẹ ṣé ẹ̀yin lè bá wa ṣètò yìí. Olódùmarè yóò wà pẹ̀lú wa. Ìran Nàìjíríà ibi tá à ń lọ àti ìdébẹ̀ o. Níbi kí ni o níbi tá à ń lọ àti ìdébẹ̀. Àtàbàdà tó débi tá à ń lọ lókù. Òun náà ni ọ̀nà wa yóò tó lójútùú. Òun náà láti gbà wípé a ò darapọ̀ mọ́ Nàìjíríà o. Ọ̀tọ̀ láàrin dandan sì ni fún wa láti kúrò tí ẹ bá ń fi agídí so wá papọ̀ ìgbà kan ó yá á kúrò ṣé ẹ̀yin ò wára 100 naira Nàìjíríà ni ẹ lọ wára 100 naira Nàìjíríà ẹ lọ wára 100 naira ìgbà tá a kúrò tí wà ń bẹ 1914 to 2004 tí wọ́n ti kọ́ sí i wípé kí gbogbo wa kúrò ká máa lọ ó wà ń bẹ wọ́n kọ́ sí i kí ló dé tẹ́ ẹ̀ sì jẹ́ ká máa lọ tẹ́ ẹ̀ jẹ́ kálukú bá tiẹ̀ lọ ẹ jẹ́ ká máa lọ kò sí ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ nínú pa á fẹ́ lọ wọn ò kí múyàn sí i, wọn ò kí dèèyàn mọ́lẹ̀ sí i, kò sí aburú nú ẹ̀ kẹ́ sọ pé òkè jẹ́ kálukú mọ́ bá tiẹ̀ lọ. Kí ló dé tẹ́ ń so wá pọ̀ by force? Kí ló dé tẹ́ ẹ fẹ́ dà wá pọ̀ by force? Kí ló dé tẹ́ ẹ fẹ́ so wá pọ̀ by force? Kí ló dé tẹ́ ẹ fẹ́ so ẹran mọ́ran? Ìkan ó padà kan ìkan pa. Tá a bá so ẹran mẹ́ran, ìkan ó padà kan ìkan pa. Ẹ má so wá pọ̀, ẹ jẹ́ ká máa lọ. Eléyìí ni yóò jẹ́ àǹfààní gan fún ẹ̀yin náà. Ọlọ́run Elédùmarè yóò ràn wá lọ́wọ́. Ibí yìí òun náà ni èmi ó ti dúró lórí ètò wa fún tòní. Oníyàn ṣe ọlọ́bẹ̀ ṣe, ẹ̀yin tẹ́ bá wa dá sí náà a dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yín. Máa kí àwọn èèyàn tẹ́ bá wa dá sí látòrí Facebook wa, ẹ ṣé a dúpẹ́. Mo kí àwọn akẹgbẹ́ mi tẹ́ bá wa dá sí bí Ọláyọmí Kóìkí, bí Àkàlàmàgbò, Ọ̀rọ̀lẹ̀ Tẹ́ntẹ́n, Ìbíyọmí TV àti Esther Ewétúgà, ẹ ṣé a dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yín. Ẹ ṣé àdúpẹ́. Then Citizen AY, ẹ ṣé àdúpẹ́ tẹ́yin náà tí ẹ bá wa dá sí. Ajíbóyè àdúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ tí náà tẹ́yin náà tí ẹ bá wa dá sí, àti gbogbo ẹ̀yin tó kù tí ààrùn ti dá orúkọ yín. Ẹ ṣé púpọ̀. Olódùmarè jùmọ̀ àbẹ̀lògbò wa. Nígbàgbé láti bá wa ṣètò yìí, láti bá wa pẹ kú kárí ẹbí kárí ara títí di ìgbà míì tí èmi àti yín tí a ó tún máa pàdé lórí ètò yìí. Ire àti ayọ̀ lónà ni èmi àti yín máa fi pàdé. Àjọṣe wa kò ní bàjẹ́ láṣọ Ọlọ́run alágbára. Ìbànújẹ́ ó kéré tóbi kò ní jẹ́ ìpín fún ẹnì kọ̀ọ̀kan wa. Títí ìgbà mi tí mo pàdé, orúkọ tí mi yí padà, ẹ mọ̀ pé orúkọ mi ò gbà kan yí padà. Orúkọ tí èmi ń jẹ́ tí àwọn èèyàn mọ̀ mí mọ́, òun náà ni Omoboriowo. Mo sì ń jẹ́ orúkọ ọ̀hún dé sìn yìí, mi ò parúkọ dá o, bẹ́ẹ̀ ni mi ò yí orúkọ padà. Orúkọ tí mò ń jẹ́ òun náà ni ní parúkọ dá, torí orúkọ tí wọ́n sọ wá, orúkọ tá à ń jẹ́ òun náà ni orúkọ wa náà ni. Lábẹ́ Olódùmarè, ire àti ayọ̀ yóò máa jẹ́ ìdùnnú fẹ́ni kankan wa. Ayọ̀ wa ó sì máa kún àmọ́ pàdé gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ bá wa dá sí ètò lágbára Ọlọ́run. Ojú tẹ́ fi ń wò wá, ojú yín ò ní fọ́ lágbára Olódùmarè. Ọwọ́ tó ní bá wa tẹ like, ẹ̀ ní fi ọwọ́ ọ̀hún ẹ̀ ní fi gbọ́mọ sí o lágbára Ọlọ́run. Bẹ́ẹ̀ etí tẹ́ fi ń gbọ́ wa, etí yín ò ní di ire báyìí. Òun náà ni ẹ máa fi etí ẹ̀yin gbọ́, ẹ ò ní fi etí yín gbọ́ ibi láṣẹ Olódùmarè.
Yorùbá nation ni àwa ò fẹ́.
One nation Fúlàní nation ni a ò ṣe mọ́. Yorùbá nation ni àwa ò fẹ́.
One nation fọ́wọ́ náà ìyẹn àwa ò ṣe mọ́. Èyí tán fi one nation rẹwà jẹ́ ó tó gẹ́.
One nation Fúlàní nation ni a ò ṣe mọ́. Yorùbá nation ni àwa ò fẹ́.
A ti bá wọn ṣe one nation fọ́gọ́ta ọdún, ṣe ni wọ́n ń fa wá sẹ́yìn, àwa ò ṣe mọ́.
One nation Fúlàní nation ni a ò ṣe mọ́. Yorùbá nation ni àwa ò fẹ́.
Ológo ń bọ́ lófo rìn, asọ́dọ̀ lófo, ológo ni Yorùbá, a ò bófo ṣe mọ́.
One nation Fúlàní nation ni a ò ṣe mọ́. Yorùbá nation ni àwa ò fẹ́.
Báwo mọ bí a ń rè, a mọ bí a ti wá, èyí a ṣe one nation tó ká padà sílé.
One nation Fúlàní nation ni a ò ṣe mọ́. Yorùbá nation ni àwa ò fẹ́.
Odò tí ń ṣàn tẹ́lẹ̀ kan tó so má dágún, àkàtà tó so wà pọ̀ ibi ni wọ́n fi ṣe.
Odò tí ń ṣàn tẹ́lẹ̀ kan tó so má dágún, àkàtà tó so wà pọ̀ ibi ni wọ́n fi ṣe.
Àṣà wa ò ṣọ̀kan, èdè wa ò ṣọ̀kan, níṣe ni wọ́n so wà pọ̀ kan lè má rẹwà jẹ.
Odò tí ń ṣàn tẹ́lẹ̀ kan tó so má dágún, àkàtà tó so wà pọ̀ ibi ni wọ́n fi ṣe.
Aṣọ ẹran mẹ́ran tẹran kan fẹ́ lù kan pa, àbá tètè pín wọn níyà kẹ́mi ó tó bọ́.
Odò tí ń ṣàn tẹ́lẹ̀ kan tó so má dágún, àkàtà tó so wà pọ̀ ibi ni wọ́n fi ṣe.
Àwa ló ń ṣiṣẹ́ owó, àwọn ló ń lọ, ìrẹ́jẹ yìí papọ̀ ju àwa ò ṣe mọ́.
Odò tí ń ṣàn tẹ́lẹ̀ kan tó so má dágún, àkàtà tó so wà pọ̀ ibi ni wọ́n fi ṣe.
Ẹni fẹ̀sìn Fúlàní lè máa bá wọn lọ ní tèmi àti ilé mi àti padà sílé o.
Ojú tí ń ṣan tẹ́lẹ̀ kan tó so kàdágùn lápáta tó so wà pọ̀ ibi ni wọ́n fi ṣe.
Wọ́n tó wọ́n kó wa ń wọ́gbó oko ẹrú tó ń kó wa rí àwa ò lọ mọ́.
Àwọn bá ṣubú ṣe rere àwa ò ṣe mọ́. Yorùbá nation ló kan ẹ̀yà gbé wá.
Àti ní wọn ní mọ̀sán wa ń mú kíkan lára wọn ni wọ́n mọ̀ ọ̀gbọ̀n bí ìyà ń jẹ wá.
Àwọn bá ṣubú ṣe rere àwa ò ṣe mọ́. Yorùbá nation ló kan ẹ̀yà gbé wá.
Ilẹ̀jẹ̀ ìbò tán fi láti pé kó kú a ò bí sórin mẹ́jà ò káyà túká. Ọyún o.